Hello. Good evening, friends. I'm here back with you, and today we are going to see the finals of Speed Chess Championship. Yeah, that will be very interesting, and I hope that the games are also going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. The first game has already begun, and I'm a little bit late. I know this thing, but apologies for being late here because I was doing something else, so that's why I'm a little bit late, but I think everything is perfect. Please let me know if the sound is perfect and everything is cool. Let me check my stream also because I did not check it today. Let me check whether I am live or not. Okay, I'm live. That's what I can see here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm live. That's cool. So we can go further, right, guys? Yep, we can go further now. Mm, I think it's asking me to put it aside. Vikas Verma is also here. Hi, Vikas. Am I looking blur? Okay. Yeah, now it's fine. So let's come back to the game here. What is happening in the game? That's what we are curious. The first game has started and Nakamura is playing with the white pieces, guys. And MVL, he is in form player. He already won against, you can say, 1 minute, guys. Let me set up everything so that there will not be any issues afterwards. Okay, cool. Guitar OP. Yeah, guys, I was guitar is always there, and it seems that black is already having exchange up. He's exchange up, and black should be winning. So, is it something that MVL is showing in this tournament that he is going to play awesome chess and he is going to win one game after another? Let's see. Let's figure it out. What is going to happen and who is going to steal the chances there in this position. And one more thing is like who is going to have the last laugh. That's our tagline today. And white won the game. Oh my god, how did he win this game? That's completely awesome chess. I think I did not understand how did he win the last. Oh, big blunder. He blundered his rook. Oh my god, he blundered his rook. Nakamura won because of the big blunder. Okay, guys, let me push it a little bit back. Maybe that's more better. सो दोस्तों लाइक जरूर करना. 5 लोग देख रहे हैं हमारे इधर स्ट्रीम. थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया हूँ मैं, मुझे पता है थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया हूँ मैं, but still I think if you guys support our channel, if you like the stream, then maybe we'll have more viewers here and that will be more fun, because without the viewers it will not be fun today. Amateur skill last year. Yes, amateur skill. Good to see you here. Thank you very much, guys, for liking the stream. We have only 5 people here. That's what I can, or do we have more? And still we have 16 likes. I think some of the people came here and they left. They came here just for the like. It means that love, they love. Okay, this is the usual Berlin variation. You can say Berlin variation is very popular just because you know this thing. Kramnik has popularized this thing, and Nakamura won. Yes, Nakamura won the game. That's the thing. Thank you, guys. How many people are there? I think only 3 people are there. Sanju is there, Deadly Knight is there, Vikas is there, Rohit is there. Okay, 3-4 people are here. Good to see you here, guys. Good to see you here. So what is your prediction here? What do you think will happen today? Like today, do you support Nakamura or do you support MVL? Who do you support, guys? Yes, I took my shower, guys. I took my shower. Can you please predict your thing? Like who do you support in this match? Do you support Hikaru Nakamura or do you support MVL? MVL. Oh, really? You guys support MVL? Nakamura definitely. Okay, Rohit is there from the Nakamura side. Okay. Let's see, guys. Whoever wins, it will be fun only. I need to put some score also. I think a little bit better score and make it a little bit bigger also. I think today we can keep the score a little bit bigger. Maybe that we can do. I will put the score a little bit bigger. So where should I put the score? That's what I am thinking. Maybe I will put the score here. I'll put the score here, guys, so that you can always see the score. Let me put it on the stream. Score. Oh, but I cannot put it. No. That will be very difficult. Every time I need to update it. So I'll not put it, guys. This is going to be like this, and I'll just make it bigger. So Nakamura has already taken the lead. And let's see what happens after some time. Well, the player with white pieces, the here on the screen you can see जिसका कलर जो है ना white है, उसका टाइम जो है वो white कलर में रहता है. And the player who is playing with the black pieces, his time is in dark. Hi, you can put the timer if possible. How to put the timer? I don't know exactly. I need to steal it from other stream, I think. I cannot put it. I don't know, miss only from the other streamers. I can take the timers, nothing else. Can I put the timer? I cannot put the timer, guys. Okay, we know this thing that here the matches will be for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and everything is dark. Really? Nothing is dark. I am here. I'm not dark. Yes, I have seen dark, guys. Obviously, I have seen dark. So, guys, we are here. We should talk about the game, and we'll talk about something else also. Thanks for being there. At least we have some people here. I think we have less number of viewers because I have started a little bit late, and Chess Best India is also streaming. Well, the game, they keep on changing the colors, and you can see it. No, you can see it here on the screen. If you pay attention, Sanju, you can definitely see it. Pay a little bit more attention, then definitely 1080 पे नहीं आ रहा because the stream is not 1080. It is just 720. Okay, castling. Okay, castling is not there. What do you think? Opposite color bishops are there on the board, and the bishop might come to this square at any point to support the pawn, and the rooks might get action. Okay, he's going for the other side of the pawn. Okay, fine. They're playing too fast here. That's what I'll say, because they already have more than 2 minutes in this position, and obviously they must be playing fast because this is some kind of a theory only. Yeah, it's some kind of a theory only. So let's see. We'll enjoy, guys, here. Miss, even if I'm alone, I always enjoy chess. Yes, Sairaj, I have watched that series. Bishop f4. Okay, bishop f4. That's what I was thinking. Like first, okay, but first he played h5 and then he went for the bishop f4. I was not thinking that he might play like that, but he has played this move. Now rook into e1, king into e1 might be played on the board. But this looks very, very equal. Like it's drawish only. White doesn't have any chances. Black also doesn't have any chances. And the game might be drawn after some time. So let's see. Only the player who will make a big blunder, like the way it was played in the previous game, then only you can say like it will be decided into some big thing. Otherwise, it is just going to be a draw. Otherwise, it is just going to be a draw. So rook to c6 has been played, king to f5. Okay, now maybe c4 might be one of the moves. Yeah, draw for sure, draw for sure. But in blitz games, we never know. Like sometimes players play something which is not at all expected the big blunder, because in the previous game MVL made a big blunder of he made a rook blunder. So that was not expected from MVL, because yesterday that same thing was happening from Carlsen. You can say he was blundering queen and rook and whatnot. He blundered so many things, which is not really characteristic of Magnus Carlsen. You can say it happens very rarely, and it happened yesterday. Nothing else. So king f5, rook into h6. Okay, they are just trying to fizzle out this all these things, and I think after some time they will definitely agree for a draw. So today's games, I think it will be fun, and we have some very few viewers here today, so I think it will be more fun to watch the games in our own way. So let's see whether we can enjoy the games together or not, but definitely I think that you guys will enjoy with me, because we'll do something interesting today. I'll try to analyze a little bit more. King e3 has been played here. King e3. Yes, okay. King d2. I don't know. King e3. He has attacked the bishop, guys. The bishop, okay, he gave the check, and the king will come back here on d2 square, and that should be enough. That should be enough. Bishop e3. Now maybe c3 might be possible. Okay, he's giving the support to c2 pawn, and then let's see what happens. It's okay, Satyam. We will enjoy. We'll enjoy whatever it is. We'll enjoy today, because today is the final day. I'm a chess lover also, guys, not just a streamer. I'm a chess lover, so I have streamed chess on my channel when there were only 2 viewers, or sometimes even 1 viewer was there. I was still streaming for hours, so it's not a big deal for me if I have 1 or 2 viewers also. So I like to talk about chess. I love chess. That's it. Even if I'm not streaming, I will still look at the games. So it's better to look at the games live and talk about it, because I also understand some things, and I just to let you know, like, I don't use any engine, because I also want to learn something from the game. So there is no engine or something like that. Just try to understand the things behind the moves, because it's also useful for me. So it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. You also learn something, I also learn something, and we get to see the stream also. Chaitanya, thank you very much. At what age you started playing chess? Well, I started playing chess I came to know about chess when I was 11 years old, but you can say like I started playing in tournaments when I was 13 years old. Today hidden the bar. Do you want the bar also today, guys? If you want the bar, I can put it there. Otherwise I can hide it for sure, like it's already hidden. So I can put it. If you want the evaluation bar, I can put it there. I don't have any problem, because evaluation bar is there. Okay, I'll put it, because sometimes you ask for the bar. I just need to make some changes in order to put the bar there. I need to put it maybe a little bit slowly. Yeah, let me put the bar for you. Maybe that might be interested, means you might be interested in bar also. Let me do it. Is it fine? I hope it's fine. Just 1 minute. I'm doing the settings, guys, so that you can see the bar. Yes, and I also need to move a little bit to the right side. I think everything is perfect now. The bar is there, everything is there, our name is also there. And guys, do like the stream, okay? That's how you support the channel, okay? So everything is there, and now I am going to focus on the games. No, I don't open. If I have any doubts, then I see it after the stream if I have, because I anyhow go through the games whichever happened today, and I check all the games if what was interesting and all. If there is something which I really don't understand, I look at the games. Time I cannot put it, guys. The timer, if I want the timer, then I need to take it from some I need to take it from some other stream, then only I can put the time. Because I don't know, maybe I can do that thing. The timer I can get it from the other stream, and we can do it, but I don't know whether I should do it or not. So let it be. The timer is not that much necessary, I think. I will tell you how much time is left and everything, so you can wait for a while and we'll enjoy the games here. Okay. Okay, I will try to get the, sir, it is their timer. Suit OP, I knew it was coming. The timer is already there. Really, guys, the timer is already there. Okay, I will try to take the timer also. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Let me check the timer. Where is the timer? We'll put the timer also. Guys, I'm not able to find the timer. Let it be. It's pretty difficult. I'll keep it just like this only, and I'll focus on the games. We have streamed without the timer since long, and I'll keep it just like that, because I'm not able to see it. Timeanddate.com timer. Really, we can do that. Timeanddate.com. Let me check. Timeanddate.com. Timer. Timer. Okay, cool. Okay, that's interesting. 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 22 minutes and 21, 19 seconds. Start. Okay, guys, I got this thing. You are awesome. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help. I am going to put it now. I'm going to put the timer also. Just 1 minute. Give me a little bit time. Mhm. Okay. Okay, guys, we have it on our stream also now. So, guys, we have something, some time I have adjusted somehow, and I don't know whether it is working or not working. I hope it is working, but it's pausing somehow. It's not working for me. It's always there. It's not working for me. It's showing there, but it's not moving, guys. It's showing there, but it's not moving. Yeah, it's pausing, guys. It's not constant. We'll know if it's working after 1 hour. Guys, let it be. It's not working, so we'll just leave that thing. Otherwise, I need to keep it on somewhere. Let me check if I can keep it on somewhere. We are just wasting so much time. Okay, now I hope it is working, and I'm not going to touch it now. I hope it should work. But okay, now it's there, guys. Now it's there. I hope it's there and it should work. So we'll focus back to the game. If it works, it is fine. If it even if it doesn't work, that is also fine for us. So let's focus back to the game, because in this hassle we I lost so much of games, so which have already been played by here. And we can see the last game was a draw. 1.5 lead is still there with the Nakamura, and I hope that everything is working fine. MVL OP. Hello, yes, it's there. Yes, thank you, Butterscotch. And now everything is fine, guys. We have the time also on the board. 5 plus 1 is the time. This is a timer. And I hope that it will be there for some more time. Bishop c4 has been played. Maybe bishop d1 and b3 might be played here in this opening. So guys, if you are there, please let me know that who do you support today. Some of you already support MVL. We can see that Sachin is already supporting MVL. Do you support Hikaru Nakamura by any chance? Please let me know, and I will keep the mic also a little bit near to me so that you can hear me much more properly. This game is also seems to be very equal to me, and Nakamura will win. Okay, Chaitan is saying Nakamura will win. Okay, let's see whether he is going to win or not. G5. Okay, fine. B3. This is what I was thinking. Like bishop D1 will be played and then B3 will be played so that we can attack the bishop. Bishop will go back to maybe D5 square. Yes, he has gone to Okay, I want Hikaru to lose on and cry. Why do you feel so bad about him, man? He is a good man. If you feel like okay, you want to lose, like you want him to lose, that is okay, but why cry? Well, I am supporting Nakamura, definitely. I am his fan, that's why I'm supporting him, nothing else. Bishop to e2. Somehow the position is getting very close to drawish, because this pawn is not going to go anywhere because the king is always there to block it. But only two bishops can do some wonders if this knight doesn't come in there. But this knight is always going to come on the game with knight d5 will be there. Then Naka 14 M11. Okay, your prediction is also, Chaitanya is already predicting that I think 25 matches and then Naka 14 MVL 11, I guess. Okay, fine. Let's see guys what happens. Let's see what happens. Bishop to c6, bishop c4 check has been given. So do you think that he will play bishop to, yeah, they're going for the draw. I think they're just repeating, guys. They're going for the draw. Maybe. Yeah, they have drawn the game and they are saying like, okay, we are going to see the next game and let's see what happens in the next game. E4, e5, knight f3, knight c6 has been played, bishop b5, knight f6. Okay, castles, knight e4. Again, they are going for the Berlin. So the Berlin is the main variation today, which we are going to see, and these players are playing awesome chess, and this is very famous opening, that's what I will say, because Kramnik has played it, and this knight g5 whole thing, this bishop into c6. Thank you very much for the super chat. Nice analysis, Atul sir. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the support. And b5 has been played. Do you think that okay, rook d4, all these things should be theory, but I don't have any great clue about the position, guys, to be honest, because I never really played e4, and I very rarely I play e4 e5. So this structure is a little bit unknown to me. Means I have studied some games, but not that much deep, like intricacies and all I don't know. So we'll look at the game as spectators and let's see what happens in future also. So rook d4 has been played here. Knight to goes to that square. One understanding tells me that this pawn structure is little bit cramped, and this light square bishop is controlling everything. But as they say that when there are two bishops which are of opposite color bishop on the board, the chances for drawing the game are pretty high. So this knight e4, maybe it is going to c5 square, and castling is not going to be happening very soon. The rook d8 might be played in order to exchange the bishop, like sorry, rooks, and in that case maybe rook e to d1 might be played. And okay, let's see what happens, because if you play rook into d4, then c into d4 is always there, and white's pawn structure will be good. Another thing is like king f2, king e3, king to f4 is also one of the things which might happen. Why does Berlin have reputation of drawing? Is the reputation to draw too bad for the side refuting? Yeah, miss, if you try too hard in Berlin, then you will end up in a bad position, because the structure in Berlin is pretty solid. The side who takes the first you can say risk, that side is risking too much, and usually it is a structural opening, because in Berlin if you miss some structure, then your opponent will get surely a better position. So you need to know Berlin by structure, not just by move, but the structure, because there are innumerable tries you can do in Berlin. There is no hard and fast that this should be the move order and that should be the move order, because you can shuffle in many things. It is all structural opening. The more you understand the positional concepts about the opening, more it will be good for you. And mostly it is the end game. They call it, they don't call it opening, they call it Berlin end game, because the queens get off the fort very quickly, and after that it is all about maneuvering your pieces. Okay, here you are saying like if Berlin is played on board, MVL is definitely involved. Peter Leko 2020. Yeah, Peter Leko is always there. Like Peter Leko is one of the best players when it comes to Berlin. And one more thing is also there, guys. Kramnik. Kramnik is the pioneer of Berlin opening, because he just demolished Garry Kasparov when he played the Berlin opening in his World Chess Championship match, which happened in the year of 2000. I think I'm correct about this thing. 2000 it happened, and let's see what happens, guys. If you are new here, I would like to tell you like please like the stream, Okay, and subscribe to the channel. Yes guys, thank you very much Chaitanya for giving a shout out to our channel. Rook into h4 was not a possibility because bishop g5 check was coming. So slowly white is creating some chances on his own. Like if he gets a passed pawn on this side of the board, then it will be good. So black is very quick to bring his knight in the game. Okay, no, it was in 2000, not in 2001. I think it was in 2000. They played in 2000. So king might be coming on the board. King f2, king g3, followed by maybe, okay, he first saves the pawn and then he will bring his king up. So let's see whether he is going to play rook f8 or not, because you cannot really get your rook away here because you have to always be there. So first maybe he will get the king here to be safe, in the position. King g2. Okay, he is bringing the king up. Maybe king g3, king h4, king g5, king g6 might be one of the plans. And what do you think about the rook to f1, guys? Just trying to cut down the black's king, and if exchanges happen, then you can still bring your king up. The position is balanced. The position is definitely balanced here. Rook h1. Okay, you meant to say that rook h1 is something which you would love to play. Okay, fine. c5. Black has played c5 and now the king to g3. Okay, he is going up with the king. That's what I can see. And these 4 pawns are there from the black side, but you can see like, okay, these 2 pawns are doubled. White's pawns are also doubled. This pawn is controlling this. So black needs to play something like c5, a5, b4 to create a passed pawn, because this knight on d5 is a superb place which is controlling everything on this side of the board. And whenever white tries to create a passed pawn on the king side, then the king and the rook are there to block everything on that side. So let's see whether black can create a passed pawn in this position or whether white can create a passed pawn. It will be a passed pawn's race if it happens. So let's figure it out. In some time we will get to know about this. So guys, in 5+1 there will be 90 minutes are there in 5+1 games. So let's see how many games will be played. And one more thing is that after 5+1 there will be 3+1, where players will get 1 hour to play maximum number of games they can play. And another thing is like in the end, for 1+1 they will be getting 30 minutes. So let's see what happens. Rook to h1 has been played. Some of you, I think Chaitanya already talked about rook to h1. Yes, he is trying to get his own passed pawn, because if he doesn't get anything, then okay, Chaitanya Badania is like Santa bringing COVID-19. Yeah, Nishant. To b8. Okay, now this is what we are talking about, a5 and b4, because black is trying to get the passed pawn. So white will also try to get something in this position, because if you don't create any counterplay for yourself, then you are just going to be doomed, because this knight on d5 is a very beautiful place, I will say, for the knight, and the bishop on d2 is little bit restricted by his own pawns. So somehow I prefer this position playing from the black side. I don't know why, but I feel black is more comfortable than white. What do you think, guys? Do you feel like white is more comfortable or black is more comfortable? What is your evaluation of the position? Okay, fine. I don't understand why he gave up the pawn here. Maybe after c into b4 he has c3 move. That's the one thing, but the pawn cannot be captured. That's also one of the thing. Okay, c3. Maybe you can play bishop e1 in this position. If we capture on b4, then we have bishop into c3, then the knight cannot go. So rook into b4 will be played. Rook into b4, rook into b4, knight into b4, then bishop into c3, then knight into c2 is there. So I'm a little bit confused whether I should play bishop to this square or not. Well, it's not a big blunder, that's what I will say, but definitely it is not the best move he played. Maybe he should have first played a5. That is what we were thinking. First a5 and then b4 was much more powerful, because then he will be having good control over the b4 square. But now he doesn't have that much control. So question is like rook into b4, rook a1. I don't know, knight. Oh, really? He is giving up the pawn with the check. This is little bit strange. He's giving up the pawn with the check, and okay, he's holding on to this. Knight h5 is the threat. Maybe we can just push the pawn, g into h6, g into h6. That might be possible in this position because okay, he's again giving a check. This is something which is not expected, I will say. Then again h6 is one of the okay, g6. Okay, fine. Again a check here. Why is he not going for okay h6 now? Knight into g6 will be there. H6, g into h6, then g7. The pawn is going to queen, but we have knight h5 plus knight into g7. So white will be getting a piece, guys. White will be getting a piece after g into h6, g7 is there, knight h5, then king anywhere it moves, then knight into g7 is coming. Okay, that's what we were thinking, that the piece is gone from the board. Now bishop g3 to support the okay, he won the game, he resigned. Wow. He lost the game already. Sachin, miss, we got your comment, but he just lost the game. He just lost it. The new game has been started, guys, and they are playing Sicilian defense this time, but it is a little bit closed, I'll say. It is not something like open, but let's see. After some time, maybe they will have some more chances. So in meantime, I'll drink a little bit milk. Sir, CB, CB, I remember you, CB. Sir, I miss your stream as I was preparing for my career. Wish you a belated happy birthday. Thank you very much, CB. Yeah, Naka OP in the chat. Nakamura is doing good, but you can say that MVL is also doing good. They are going neck to neck, guys. And MVL yesterday showed that he is the man to look for, because the way he is playing is not at all a joke. And in candidates also, everybody said like why everybody gave him the wild card and everything, but now he is the player who is leading in candidates also. So when the candidates will resume, he will definitely show that why he is there and why he got the chance also. He is among the top 5 players in the world, and he really deserves to be there. Yeah, the tables turned because he didn't play a5. Yeah, a5 was very necessary. That's what we were thinking, that he will push the pawns and then only he will play b4. But he did not go for it. He played a little bit more premature b4, I think. That was one of the reasons why everyone is scared of Maxim Nashdorf. Well, he is the best prepared player, guys, in the world when it comes to Nashdorf. So everybody is... And Nashdorf is an opening which... when you play it quite often, you get... a good feel of it, because I have played Nashdorf since last more than 10 years, and I know this thing that it's one of the best openings you can play if you understand the structures. Magnus Carlsen yesterday lost against MVL. Guys, do like the stream. Maybe we can reach 50 likes very soon today. Every day we reach a little bit late, but maybe today, if you are going to support us, then it should reach early today, because today is the finals, and it is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Still 43 minutes are left for 5+1, guys, and after that there will be 30 minutes, and then there will be 1 hour, and then again 30 minutes. So total number of hours they will be playing for 3 hours, but our stream always goes for longer duration. Okay, king g5. Where are you saying king g5? Maybe you are talking about bishop g5 or knight g5 in the position. Yeah, Magnus lost yesterday. That's what Magnus lost yesterday, and today I am supporting Nakamura. How many Nakamura supporters are there in the chat? Please let me know, guys. If you're a Nakamura supporter, or are you MVL supporter? Means being an Ashdorf player, I should support MVL, but I'm a big fan of Nakamura. That's why I support Nakamura. Nothing else. It is just a fan movement for me to look at his games, because before I started streaming also, I used to look at Nakamura stream on Twitch since long time. Oh, hold on. Doodh hai wonderful piece. Yeah, actually, I'm a little bit hungry today. So apart from milk, I'll be eating Good Day also. Maybe some of you might be knowing Good Day also. So we don't have any sponsorship, so I need to eat. Go Naka. Yes, Naka will definitely go today. Means he'll go up and he will be the champion of speed chess. Let's see what happens. I can see only one Naka supporter. MVL supporters are there. Two Naka supporters. Okay, Chaitanya is there and Sachin is there. Sanju supports MVL. Let's see how many different supporters are there. So guys, what do you think about the position? That is also very important because knight has gone to b6 square. Maybe when you go back in this position, knight d4, very well, he is putting the knight in the center of the board. Yeah guys, I'm a little bit hungry. I hope that you will not mind even if I drink and eat biscuits. But MVL day. Oh really, MVL? Okay, we have some supporters of MVL also. Okay, Anushar is suggesting like he supports Naka. Well, I am a fan of Naka. That's why I'm supporting him. Even if Naka is playing against anyone in the world, I will always support Naka. Okay, I had one biscuit, so I can wait for a while. Supporters are many. Yesterday when MVL beat Carlson, he make all. Okay, great. Fight. Guys, while eating, what did happen now? He sacrificed something here. Oh, he sacrificed his rook for the knight. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing, man. The rook on a1 is hanging, but what to do in this position? I'm completely clueless. This knight is hanging. This rook on a1 is hanging. Why did he play this move? Rook a2. Seriously, he gave up this thing. What was there? Knight into d4. Wow. The queen should come somewhere. Maybe queen to g4 or somewhere else. Queen g4 seems to be good. Like attacking here. This crazy game is going on. I don't know. Okay, queen g4 he has played. G into h5. Yes, captured there. Queen into d4 was not a possibility, guys, because bishop c5 was the move and the queen would have gone. Array, Vishy, obviously Vishy. Vishy is, I'm not any fan of Vishy. You can say like, I love Vishy. Like, he's like a god. It's not like just like a fan thing. Queen g4, what to do now? After queen g4, maybe we can go for bishop h6 because queen g4 was played with queen into g2 and okay, bishop e3. He is not going for anything like those kind of things which are okay. Bishop h6 was not a possibility. Queen into h6 was there. Sorry for that thing. There is no one with me, so sometimes I feel like okay, I need someone who will help me in the commentary also. So what we should do here, should we create some space for our king with the move like h3, bishop into e3, rook into e3 might be played, rook d1 is definitely not possible because queen into d1 is there, but we can also see this thing that after queen into d1, queen g2 check is there. So maybe now bishop into e3, rook into e3, sorry, rook d1 check is there, then king to, did he make a mistake? I think this is clearly winning because queen into d1 is not working, guys. White has made a big blunder, I think. Bishop into e3 is coming. This is what we were thinking, and he had made a mistake. We can see that these players, when they are playing blitz games or this thing, they are making mistakes. So when I play, if I make a mistake, I should not feel that much bad. I think rook a2 is definitely one of the worst pieces. I think he should have played rook a1 so that there will not be any check on d1. I think he underestimated this thing. Now why black is thinking, I don't understand. Rook d2, oh my god, he cannot capture it here because there is a piece. And now rook g2 is also threatened. Amazing chess, guys. MVL is playing awesome chess. MVL is playing awesome chess. But guys, you should not forget this thing that when it comes to shorter time control, Nakamura can do anything in the world. Check g6. Okay, it's over. It's over. Cool, cool. Bishop c4. This time he has changed, guys. They are not going for the Railopers anymore. They have changed Geico piano opening this time. d3 c3. This is a little bit Italian opening, you can say, and we have seen this opening many times in Carlsen versus Giri matches and other matches also. Carlsen always plays this thing. h6 is played for two reasons. Sometimes if you want, you can go for the aggressive nature like g5 kind of a move, or you can just stop everything like knight g3 when he plays, then knight g5 and all those such moves are not going to possible. Knight g6 might be played on the board. Yes, he plays knight g6. This very standard thing is going on. And a5 was also interesting move. Whenever d4 kind of a move is played, maybe you can go back to the a7 square or b6 square. Yeah, he goes to the b6 square. Yeah, it is Italian, guys. It is a little bit new. I mean, not new, but in this match it is new because they were playing some difficult openings which were very difficult to talk about also. Last moment he was just losing, no? In this moment he was just losing because this was the main thing. I already talked about this bishop e3, bishop c5, and e6 was the main mistake because now the bishop cannot really go anywhere. He also had this chance of just capturing here, but he played rook to d2, and then the pawn on g2 was not hanging because the bishop on e3 is pinned. So it was just a lost position for him. He tried something, but as there are no checks in the position, he resigned because this check, and if you play your queen anywhere, then you can just capture the rook which is hanging on e8. So that's why he resigned. So coming back to the game, they have played some moves here. d4, knight g6 was played, and then bishop b6, h3, cd4, and okay, the knight has jumped to e3 square, e4 square. What do you think? Like, should we play something like knight e3, or should we just play bishop e3 followed by maybe knight g3 and try to exchange the knight here? Yes, subscribers tournament will definitely have tomorrow. I already have subscribers tournament every month, but this time we'll definitely have it maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I have some time because I don't have like I have only one class tomorrow, so we can have a subscribers tournament. Sir, can add the point so we can see the point difference. Well, every time I cannot really update the score, guys. I cannot really update it, so I have kept it just like that. It will be too many things on the board, but you can see the timing is there. I mean, the score is there just next to the players' names. On the left side, you can just check it out. Who is having how much score? You can see it on the board. I mean, on the screen, you can see it, right? I hope you can definitely get it. Sir, is it true that Carlsen is not more comfortable while he play against Anish Giri? Well, I can't, I don't know exactly, so how can I say? No, tournament cannot be played on the mobile. You have to play on the laptop because anti-cheating rule is there that you have to play from the laptop. You cannot play it from the mobile. But tomorrow is Sunday, no? Sunday, maybe you have time. I was thinking to conduct the tournament in the evening time, like after 6 o'clock. Because last tournament also we had a few days back, maybe 10 days back or something like that. I had a tournament, and that time we kept it at evening time only. We got good response also. We got more than 100 people played in the tournament. Oh, Yuraj is present. Thanks, Yuraj. Do like the stream if you are new here, guys. I will announce about the tournament time format of the tournament. Well, it will be three. I always keep the tournaments 3 minutes each, and 90 minutes it will be arena. Oh, Manish is a doctor. Are you a doctor, Manish? Are you a doctor? If you are a doctor, then salute to you. Because of you doctors only I survived from Corona. Yeah, Yuraj, I know this thing. I just say like if you join the stream just now, then don't forget to like the stream because your one likes, guys. We will be reaching 50 likes very soon. So don't forget to like the stream. So Knight is there on E4 still in this position, and let's see, they have proceeded quite a lot, guys. We oh, thank you, thank you. We are having doctors here in our stream. That's a good thing. Always grateful to you. Always grateful. So E into F6 has been played, guys, and after E into F6, I somehow feel like if the position gets opened up, then White might be having some chances. But you can see that the pawn on D4 is a permanent weakness which White needs to take care of. And these two rooks are okay, miss. Unless and until this bishop is not exchanged, like White will be okay in this position. Well, Sachin, I don't know what Pawan is doing. He's not in my contact since many years. Engineers. Oh, how many engineers are there, guys? Engineers are always there, everywhere. It's I am quite lucky that I did not opt for engineering. And thanks for making it 50 likes also, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chaitanya, I will announce about it. Don't worry about the tournament. I'll announce about it. You will be able to join my tournament. You can just join my club for now. My club link is there in the description. Just join my club for tournaments, and it's in the description, guys. Just join my club and you will get all my. Okay, Tina is also an engineer, guys. Tina is also an engineer. I know this thing. I sometimes I feel like in India there will be at least 90% engineers in next coming future. Means whoever is there, young youth will be. What do you do? I do engineering. Oh, okay. Engineering, and then after that, what will do? Mukund is the lecturer in pharmacy college. Okay, guys, nothing to make fun about engineers. Means all my friends are engineers. Means in my batch there were, I still remember there were 54 people in my batch, and only 3 or 4 people did not opt for engineering. They opted for medical, and I was the only one chosen one, you can say, who did not opt for anything. I did not even take admission for any college. I'm professor engineer. Oh, see, we have the professor of engineering. What to say? Great people are here in the chat. Yeah, the rook on bishop on b8 is doing great job. I think he's doing great job because the knight cannot capture on f5. Queen h2, king h1, and queen h1 is a check and mate. या पहले इंजीनियरिंग कर लो एंड फिर बाद में कुछ भी कर लेना. Knight into g3, queen into g3. Okay, fine. Knight into, now rook into e1 might be played, but after that bishop into e1 will be played, and this pawn on g3 is okay, but the pawn on d4 is a permanent weakness, guys. That's what I little bit worry about this thing. The queen into a1, a5 is there, but he queen e3 was also one of the things. He supports everything. Oh, CB loves engineering now, working in IT. That's a good thing. If you are the real engineer, then definitely you enjoy your work. Otherwise, if you are a fake engineer, then you will hate your job. Means I know, like maybe some of you might understand what is a real engineer and what is fake engineer. Fake engineer is the one who is doing engineering just for the sake of everybody is doing it, or for the sake of their parents, nothing else. Means their dream is not to be an engineer. Oh, Sairaj is going to be a future engineer. Make sure that you love engineering, Sairaj. Okay, B3, G4. Okay, fine. BA4, BA4. Queen to E8. Oh, after 2000, I started chess again in July. That's a long gap. Yeah, it's a long gap, I'll say. But it's okay now. I hope that you are enjoying chess and you will definitely keep on playing. Guys, they are going for the draw, I think. They are going for the draw. They have drawn the game. Wow. The new game has started, guys. How much time is left on the in the stream? 26 minutes are left here. So I think 5, 10, maybe 2 or 3 games might happen maximum here in this thing. Well, drinking coffee, Raja wants to know your location. Well, I'm drinking milk, you can say, not coffee, with Bonvita. So if Raja wants to join me there, he can join me. Tina loves it. Okay, great. Guys, again a different opening, but they are playing as if they are playing. Okay, I will like to look at the game from the black side because I am a die-hard fan of Sicilian. Yeah, Raja drinks tea. Yeah, I know, I know. I follow his streams. I'm his big fan. And especially I love his games because he plays King's Indian Defense. And I love King's Indian Defense. I play King's Indian. So when it comes to King's Indian, he is said to be the best player in the world if you really want to learn King's Indian. So I always follow his games. I have seen most of his King's Indian games. And the way he won against Kasparov also, that game was also played in King's Indian opening, guys. So, and he won against Kasparov when he was just 15 years old. And in one of that game has already been analyzed by him on his channel also. That was his first or second video on his channel. Because I am following Raja ever since he started his YouTube. The first video also I saw, that was more than 1 hour video. And he was not understanding OBS or anything. His screen used to be full screen and he used to talk. And it was fun to watch his game. वेल आनंद जी की टीम में कौन कौन जीएम है जो उनके प्रिपरेशन में उनके साथ रहते हैं? वेल फॉर आनंद जी राइट नाउ Radoslav is the main, and previously Surya Ganguly was there. He works with different people. He worked with Rustam Kazimzan also for a long time, but now everybody has shifted to other because Anand is no longer playing in the World Chess Championship matches, but Radek is there, who is the current second, you can say, with Vishy. I think the win against Kasparov was the French defense, really. Okay, he won against Kasparov in other, like King's Indian also. That game, I think maybe I am referring to that game. So good to see you stream so regularly. Yeah, I'm streaming regularly, but because I was not streaming for more than 1 month because I was down with COVID. But once I recovered from COVID, I started streaming. Can we push F4? I don't think so. He will push F4 so easily right now. He needs to wait for a while before pushing F4. Because pushing F4 means you capture it here and the knight will be getting a good spot on E5. So usually white players don't push E5 if black is getting the E5 square for the knight. So he will wait definitely for that thing, because E5 square if the knight gets, then black will be very happy because he will support everything. In that case the bishop will also not come in the game. So white needs to wait. Yeah, milk is very important. Oh my god, black is completely cramped, guys. Black is completely cramped. Black is complete cram. How to win in this position? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he needs to bring his rook in the game, then only he can win this game. Otherwise, I'm not yet sure like how he is going to make the progress in this position. Is he maybe white needs to sacrifice something. Maybe rook e3 might come and then he will sacrifice the knight and then rook g3 will come. Yes, rook e3 he has played. Now he is ready to sacrifice the knight so that the rook will come here in the game, guys. Rook will come in the game. That's what I think, but we never know. We never know. Knight f5, g into f5, e into f5 followed by rook g3, and black's king is completely exposed. Knight h6. Okay, he has gone for knight to h6, and maybe now he will go for knight f5, I think, because in that case the rook will also come here after g into f5 and the king will be completely exposed. So he has prepared for knight g5. Even if we give this check, g into f5, rook g3, and then knight g5 will be played. Let's see what happens. Guys, this position looks very interesting to me, because the way Nakamura is attacking on MVL, it looks awesome. It looks awesome. Okay, he just picked up. See guys, now black doesn't have the control of e5, so he played f4. So you need to wait for f4. You should not play f4 if black is going to get the control of the e5 square with his knight. So he plays f4 at the right moment. Now f4, f5. Now if the g5 is played, obviously the h5 square is gone from the black side, and this rook is always there to come in the game via rook h3. So I think that black is in trouble already. Rook h8. Oh my god. What does he want to do? Capture, knight h5 check. Oh, knight f5. Okay, he is going for this. G into f5, play it, man. And after that, queen g5 if you play, then rook g3, the queen will be lost. So queen needs to go back. In that case, we have still rook h3, rook g3 plus queen h6 is there. Okay, he just resigned. Yes, he just resigned. Wow, what a game, man. What a game. Amazing chess by Hikaru Nakamura. He is recovering fast. So, this game, this match is also up and down is going on. 3.5 score is there. And this will be the last game, I think, or maybe 2 more games they will play in 5+1. And CB was saying like absolutely true. I need to do passion. No, need to do the passion so we can be happy. I love chess more than IT, but I made a sacrifice. Chess for studies in my younger days. I believe I will become a good chess player in future. Yes, definitely. If you love chess, you are already doing great, I think, in life. Because at some point we need to balance both the things, means we need to earn money also, and everybody cannot really be a professional chess player. That's what I believe. And we need to do certain things in order to live a good life. Apart from that, the love is always there. For any passion you have, you can always carry that passion. But the thing is that I believe that there are very few people in the world who carry their passion to their grave. And I want to be one of them who will always be in touch with chess and do some interesting things related to chess. Because being a chess lover is the easiest thing you can do. You don't need to do anything to be a lover. Because when you love something, you don't need anything from that thing. You just love it, nothing else. You can play, nobody is stopping you. Only when you want to achieve something, only when you want to win something, you need to put some efforts. But for just loving chess or loving anything, you don't need to do anything. Just love. Naka should win is suggested by Parag here. Okay, let's see, Parag. If the Naka is really going to win today or not. I'm a little bit more energetic now because I had some milk. So I'll keep my milk a little bit away and we'll focus on more of the game. सर प्यार मोहब्बत धोखा है. मैं लड़की के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ दोस्तों, मैं चेस के बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ. But the people who talk about प्यार मोहब्बत है धोखा, they are the one who got some धोखा. No, no, no. It's not about any girl. But okay, these things apply to girl also. Only when you want something, then it doesn't mean that okay, you are loving that person. It's something more. It's not love. Okay, I don't want to get into the love things. Then our stream will be little bit different, not the chess stream. It will be the love stream. D5 knight C4. Okay, the B2 pawn is almost gone. Oh, see, he's playing awesome. Like he's not getting this bishop on A1. Miss bishop into A1 was there, but he did not go for it. I keep on reading, guys. I keep on reading books on chess. I still have plenty of books which I need to read. On my table, I always have a book. But recently, just to let you know, I'll just show you this book I read at least 3 times. I'll just show you. This Mind Master book I read at least 3 times. It is my favorite book and I keep on reading it because I feel very inspired when I read this book. You can see like the pages are not red, means white anymore. They are a little bit dark here. Thanks guys for liking the stream also. We are at 50 likes only since long time. I hope that we will have more likes in future. Maybe by the end of the stream we will have 100 likes. Nishant, Imagination Chess is a good book, but I did not complete the book. But I completed first 3 chapters in that book. So those 3 chapters really I enjoyed. For the concept of reciprocal thinking is also very interesting. Like he talk in the book, it is said like in reciprocal thinking. If you have read it, he says like the author says, means she maybe, the author says like if you get one idea, you try to execute that idea. If the idea is not executing, you should try to find out the reason and means the cause. So if you like get rid of the cause, then your solution or your idea will be working in that case. So you need to backtrack why you should go it, and again you should see like why it is not working. And if you find out the solution why it is not working, then apply the same things and then your idea will work out. So it was interesting. That thing I still remember, but it's been a very long time since I have read, or you can say basically that book is not about reading, it's about solving. You need to solve many positions which are given in the imagination in chess. Well, you can purchase the books on Amazon. I buy books on Amazon, and also on ChessBase India also you can purchase the books. From who is the author of Mind Master? Is that Anand sir? Yes, Anand sir is there, and Susan is the co-author. Like she means Anand talked about his story and everything, and in words, it was written by Susan. She is the ESPN's sports coordinator earlier, but now she is into writing and everything. She has a great experience of writing many things. So you can say like the stories are there. She just articulated in the book. Means Anand's. It is like some kind of autobiography. The things which are written here in this book are really amazing, guys. You should read the book Mind Master. Yes, on mobile definitely you can play chess. Everybody plays chess on mobile. Bishop into f3. Okay, he cannot capture on f3 because the rook on e7. Okay, he captures the... Okay, man. This is getting crazy. Black is having such a beautiful bishops here. Like here, this bishop will be coming here. This bishop always have this square. So I think black is already having a great position here. No doubt about it. The g6 pawn will not be captured by anyone. The bishop is going to come back very soon. Where are you going to put the bishop? That a little bit I wonder here. I said like it is going to come back, but it seems that it is not really coming back. But still, two rooks are there. There will be a passed pawn. The a pawn will be a passed pawn very soon, and black will be having a great position because the king on h7 seems to be very, very safe because the bishop on g7 is there. Kapil, please don't spam the chat, guys. If somebody is there spamming the chat, please help me, because I'm trying to focus on the game also. So if somebody is spamming the chat unnecessarily, so please help me, okay? Please tell that person not to spam the chat. Otherwise, it doesn't look good. D4. The pawn is proceeding too much. These two pawns are... Okay, Nakamura is going to win this game, guys. He is going to win this game. D3. Amazing. The pawns are just too much amazing. The bishop is not doing that great job. There is a slight chance that he might give some checks, but I don't understand what will happen. Rook E8. He stops this check also. There is no check in this position, and now he resigned. Yes, black is completely winning. Hello, Dharam Karam. Again, Sicilian, guys. Sicilian opening. They are playing bishop c4 only constantly. D3, c3, bishop b2, bishop c2, castles. And okay, e5. This time they have changed. So this time they have changed. E6 is almost forced in this position, because queen to f3. Okay, fine. Now queen f3 means bishop g5 might be there on the board. Queen f3 means might be bishop g5 might be there on the board. Knight d7. He is getting rid of this knight, which is a very nicely placed. Bishop b5. a6 might be played on the board or not. I think a6 should be played. After a6, bishop into d7, bishop into d7, because knight into d7 is not a good idea. Queen into f7 will be played and the king will be checkmated. So bishop into d7, and we need to think. Okay, he plays bishop e7, trying to protect everything, but I am a little bit skeptical about bishop h6 move. What if he just tries to keep the bishop and the king in the center of the board? Then what will happen? MVL will win the game equal 5+1. Let's see what happens. This is 4.5, 3.5. Okay, he captures on d7. So that, okay, he got the pawn. He is going for the pawn. I did not expect that he will go for the pawn. Now maybe castling will be done, and after castling, bishop h6 is one of the moves. Rook b8. He needs to come back now. Or is he going to capture the pawn on a7 also? But if you capture the pawn on a7, the queen will be having very bad time, because it cannot really come back in the game so soon. So logically he will not capture. He did not capture it. Queen f3 is played on the board, guys. And let's see whether he is going to castle or not in this position. Castling seems to be the correct way. But okay, he's not playing castling. He's putting some pressure on the e5. He wants this knight away from the center. Okay, he exchanged it, castle, and at least now I think he should castle, because the knight is no longer there in the center of the board and these pieces are yet to be played. So what should white do? Maybe knight c3 simple move. Knight c3 simple move, followed by next is bishop h6 always there on the air. White is better. Maybe white is better. I'm not that sure how, but maybe. Okay, means your pawn up, that's why you are saying like white is better, then it is okay. But how you are going to take care of the one extra pawn, I'm not that sure. Queen to g3. Okay, rook c8. Guys, we are very close to 64 likes. I hope that we'll have 64 likes today also, like the way we had it yesterday. Okay, b3. He is putting this bishop on b2 square so that he will have some great chances on this diagonal. Let's see what happens. Knight to c6. Now bishop might be coming on the b2 square. Okay, queen exchange, and then he will play, okay, knight c4. Now if bishop f6, then what do you want to play? Rook b2, bishop b2 and exchange, or rook b1? Let's see what Nakamura has decided to play in this position. He is already having one extra point. So I think in 5+1, if Nakamura is having one extra point, then in blitz he will get a little bit more stronger. When it comes to bullet, he will be like a monster. But yesterday we saw that MVL is also a very strong player when it comes to bullet, but Carlsen was not in his element yesterday. That's what I felt, and everybody felt, not only me, because the mistakes which he played was completely unrealistic. Completely unrealistic. Knight d4 you mean to say? Knight d4 you mean to say? Yeah, black has two isolated pawns also. That is one of the thing. If Naka hold, then one MVL. Yeah. Let's see, knight d4, the pawn on c2 is being attacked. He supports the pawn on c2 with rook a2. This is something which is strange going on. I felt like somehow that bishop should be played on e3, but he did not go for it earlier instead of a3. I was thinking about it. Maybe he stopped this move, knight b4. That's why he did not play it. Now g5, he wants to expand on the king side, it seems, but still bishop e3 is a viable option in this position, no doubt about it. See guys, the way these players are playing is pretty interesting. They understand the value of the pieces. The knight on c4 is a great piece. It cannot be dislodged by anyone. So to understand this kind of values of your pieces is very important in order to play well your game. So now the rook on a2 is not good, so he will definitely bring back the rook in this position. He is bringing back, yes. No, knight a5, knight c6 and all these moves will be unnecessary in the position. He doesn't need to play those moves. He needs to bring his rooks in the game. If the rooks are there in the game, then only white can hope for something. If the rooks are not there in the game, then what will you do? Just by the knight on c4 is definitely one of the best pieces on the board. He doesn't need to do anything. He just need to play calmly, just improve the position. And it is said like in order to improve your position, you just need to improve your pieces. And the pieces you need to improve are the pieces which are badly placed. So obviously the rook on a2 was a badly placed piece, so he plays this move. Very simple chess, very simple chess. Well, it is not an outpost, Dharam Karan. I'll not say that it is an outpost, but definitely it is one of the good squares, you can say. Okay, fine. The pawns are there on the dark square, and the knight is supporting everything, and the light squares will be dominated, guys. The f5 square is also one of the square which white will definitely enjoy, and the knight will be jumping around on the light square. So let's see whether white gets the chance to break open the position or not. Otherwise, if he doesn't get any chance to break open in this position, then it's not yet sure like how he is going to make progress. Another thing is also there, that as the dark square bishop is there, dark square pawns are there, so black's bishop seems to be a little bit more cramped, I will say. The pawn on a6 is a weakness here. Maybe he will bring the king here all the way to c3 or c4, maybe c3 and maybe c4. Let's see. Yes, he's going for that thing. I think he's going for that thing. Rook to e1. Okay, it will be fun to watch how he is going to win. If bishop, then pawn should be on the other right. Yes, it should be on the other color. Sorry guys. The pawn on h4 seems to be a little bit weak. That's what I feel. But okay, g5. Okay, he wants to break open everything, because if he capture on g5, then rook into e5 followed by rook into h4, and the h4 pawn will be gone. That's what we were thinking, that the pawn on h4 is a weakness, guys. These players understand chess so much that they get the moves very quickly. It's a big thing, big thing. And Nakamura has extended his lead, guys, 5.5. Already he is 2 points ahead, and this game will be counted there only. 3 minutes are still there to end 5+1, and I think they're going to have a little bit longer duration now, because the next games will be played in 1 hour time control. Means there will be 1 hour to play maximum number of games you can play with 3+1 time control. No, this is a different opening, not the same opening, you can say. The g6 system he has gone for, and if knight ge7 comes here in this position, the knight comes here, it might be converted into Stennis kind of a system. Like Stennis used to play this setup with knight g7, g6 and bishop g7, and he has gone for that thing. This is a very old setup, you can say. Nowadays very few people play this setup. Means for the players who wants to play a little bit different, not the regular Rilo pace, they go for this old fashioned structure. This is a setup, not the opening. Knight a5, bishop b3. Okay, we don't need to do anything, I think, in this position. We can just play something simple, castle, and Well, in screen time count is for number of minutes for the 5 plus 1 games. Means in first 1.5 hours is dedicated to 5 plus 1 games. Next 1 hour will be dedicated to 3 plus 1 games, and after that, uh, 30 minutes will be dedicated to only 1 plus 1 game. So you need to play maximum number of games you can play in that given time control. No, no, no. It will continue. If the game is continued, then they will continue. They will not stop it. They will not stop it. If the game is already on, they will keep on playing the game. They will not stop this thing. Okay, one thing is there, guys. Now the F5 square is something which White will love to have in his control. So let's see what happens. But one more thing is that even if you get F5 square, the bishop on B3 is feeling very bad. And maybe now, can you capture knight into B3? I hope so, yes. But this is the last game. This is the last game by which you can say that 5 plus 1 will be played. Okay, the knight has arrived on F5 square, and if you capture on F5, I think E or G into F5 followed by knight will be coming on G4 square. Okay, thank you, Raj, for the appreciation. Knight F1. He's going for the G3 or E3. Maybe, guys, you can spread the channel with your friends. Maybe then we will have more number of viewers, and then only it will grow. It will not just go because it is good. It should be means the stream should reach to maximum number of people, and it will happen only if you guys help me. It will not happen just by me. D into E4 has been played, guys, and now what we should be doing? Knight into F5, he has gone for it. G into F5, this is what I was thinking, and okay, he supports everything. Somehow I feel like this bishop is pretty bad, but okay, it has this square. Yeah, it is not that much bad. The way I was thinking, it's not that much bad. Bishop has some chances. Bishop has some, maybe now this move, queen f2, followed by bishop e3, or maybe knight e3. Queen should be played on f2. Oh, he went to b3 square. Black is already having great position, guys. Usually the pawn is on d6 square, but there is no pawn here, so bishop is obviously very, very good if it comes on this diagonal. Then white's king is completely paralyzed. It is sitting in the center of the board, and I'm a little bit wondering like how white will defend his position. It seems to be very difficult. He goes for that thing, bishop f8. He wants to bring the bishop in the game, bishop e3. Very being very stubborn that bishop c5 is no longer possible. And now maybe king f2 is there. He goes for this thing only, bishop queen c6, with the idea of playing bishop c5. And now if king f2 is left, then bishop c5, if he capture, then knight e3. And I don't know, king f2, that's what we were thinking. King f2 will be played. a5. Okay, he's going for the queen side. The queen is very badly placed. It doesn't have any square. The square is not there. This is not pretty bad position for the queen. And he was not in any position to play queen d1 also, because bishop into e4 was the threat. The rook will be attacking the queen, and now because of this, queen and rook are out of the game. I think black has already got a great position. Sir, you can collaborate with Saga so we can get more viewers, because the good chess should be spread to all. Yeah, we'll see, but Sagar is always busy with his own streams, so He doesn't get time, and I really like the way he is doing great work for chess. He is putting in lots of efforts, and he's playing chess a lot. So let's see when he will have time in the future. Let's see if I can collab with him or not. But right now he seems to be doing a great job for Indian chess. I really appreciate the way he is working. Now queen into e4. No, queen into e4 means knight f6 will be there. So this is the last trap, you can say, which white has put up in this position. But the king seems to be okay. Should we bring our queen in the game? Queen e1 maybe? Yeah, rook e1. Okay, he played rook e1. He is supporting this, but I was thinking about rook queen to e1 because queen looks a little bit more away from the main action. It should come in the game. Okay, queen d6. Okay, he wants to triple here, but for what reason? Does he want to exchange the pieces or what? Guys, if you have not, oh, we have 64 likes, guys. It is a number which I always love. Thank you for making it 64 likes, my favorite number. I hope we'll have 164 likes also. Yeah, everybody is streaming today. Everybody is streaming. It's okay. We have a few viewers here and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. What about knight into c4, b into c4, and rook into a4, but then queen d2 is there. These checks are coming, but we can stop all the checks with queen g1 move. Oh, knight g4. He goes for this thing, but who is going to stop this thing? Rook g2 check, king h3. Okay, fine. He will not exchange the queens there for sure. He will not exchange the queens. Oh, queen e2. Queen into f3 is threatened, guys. To stop that thing, we have only one move, queen e3, to stop it. Means to support this thing. Queen e3 might be played. Okay, queen d1. He played queen d1. He is supporting the pawn on f3. Queen into d1, rook into b2. Oh god, there is a check. We can give a check here. We can give a check. Maybe knight into e5 is also one of the possibilities. This check, knight into e5 is there. What is happening? Is he going to play something like this or what? Okay, f6 means first check. King f comes to g7 square. He played knight into e5. Okay, I was thinking first give this check and then play knight into e5, but okay, he did not play that move. Hikaru Nakamura has offered a draw after a3. Maybe MVL will take. MVL did not take the draw. Oh, that's a strange thing. Okay, because maybe he is just going to play the rook to a8 and the pawn is stopped. And now what he is going to do? The pawn cannot really move forward. He might play e5 and the king might be coming on the board like king g8. Okay, he's going for the c3 pawn. Let's see what happens. Last 31 seconds for Nakamura. He is fighting it out. He wants to maintain his lead. That's what I think. a2 has been played. Rook into a2 might be played on the board. Rook into a2, rook into c3, king g4, supporting the pawn on f3. That is one of, okay, f6 check. And now the king always have this g4 followed by king to f5. I think white is having a great position because if the king achieves this position, then the e6 is a deadly threat. After e into f into e6, king into e6, and the pawn on f file is also going forward. Oh my god, he gave up the f3 pawn. Why man? King g4 was the best move in the position. Oh, again he got the chance. Rook into f7 check, king g8, and then you play this, or f7 you can play. Okay, give this check and then followed by e6 is coming. e6 directly. Okay, e6 check and then followed by e7. Wow, white won the game. MVL won the game, guys. Amazing turnaround. Amazing turnaround of the game. So we have some break here. White won the game, guys, and we have some break here. The time is up for the thing, and I will keep the timers a little bit again, reset it so that we will have it 1 hour. I'll just edit it 1 hour maybe. I'll just keep it alive and done, and I will start it when we want to start it. I need to wait for it, and once the game start I will start the timer. Guys, if you have any questions or something like that, please do let me know here, because we have a break, and we can talk about chess. I can even talk about something else also if you want to talk about. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. Play in these tournaments. We want you to play in this tournament. Well, Pansing, that's a big thing, I'll say. When it will happen, I don't know. That's a pretty big thing. Play 2-3 bullet till now if possible. But in that time, the match will start very soon. Exchange of queen was bad. Yeah, exchange of queen was dumb question. Do you players have to say check when they play over the board game? Also, is writing moves mandatory in classical games? Well, you don't need to say the check in over the board game, but writing is compulsory. It is mandatory to write down all the moves, not only from your side, but you have to write down the moves from your opponent side also. You need to complete your score sheet. Sir, आप कब GM बनोगे? Well, guys, I am really trying to do it. Like when the COVID situation will be better, I will definitely play in tournaments, and let's see. Whatever happens, I am already quite happy with chess. Whatever is my life is because of chess. So let's see whether I work in the right way. I should be able to do it. There are many factors which will make you a grandmaster, but working systematically is something which I will definitely do it. Who is the second best player of the world according to you? Well, that's a very difficult question. Right now, everybody seems to be equal to me. Like, you cannot say like who is the best right now. It always keeps on changing. Sometimes Fabiano Caruana is there on the top. Sometimes Karyakin comes. Sometimes Nakamura comes, and so on. It keeps on changing, guys. It's not like only one player. But on the top, you can say that Magnus Carlsen has definitely dominated the world since last 2009. He became the world number one, I think, in 2009 or 10, Magnus Carlsen. So he is world number one since last 10 years or 11 years. And he's the world chess champion since last, I mean, 7 years, 2013 to now. Yeah, 7 years he is world chess champion. Yeah, even if cameras are there, you have to write down the moves. Even in world chess championship match also, you have to write down the moves. It is a rule for everyone, not for this. Only with blitz games, you don't need to write down the moves. For other formats, only rapid also, you don't need to write down the moves if the rapid time control is less than 15 minutes. If it's above the 15 minutes, then you need to write down the moves. So usually when they play 25 minutes games, they then you need to write down the moves, and in last 1 minute, if it's rapid, you are asked to not to write down the moves. So yeah, in a way you have to write down the moves. I'm so fond of writing down the moves. I always whenever I play the move, I press my clock, and I always write down my move. It's habitual, guys. It's Do chess player earn good amount of money for himself in India? Well, not just a chess player, but you can say a chess professional definitely earns good money. Like chess professional might be a chess coach, or something related to chess writer, or there are many things which a chess player can do. It is not just like you have to play. You earn good. Nowadays streaming is also one of the things which many people are, but GMs are not there in streaming. Only you can say Vidit is there in streaming, and who else is there in India who is a grandmaster who is into only Vidit is there. I think there is no one in grandmasters who is streaming that much, because streaming means you need to be very conscious. Srinath is there, Adiban is there, but they are stars. They are not like normal GMs. Even if they don't stream, they are quite good. Nakamura is giving tough competition with Samay for BM title. Yeah, Surya is there, but Surya is not regular. Surya is not a regular. Guys, these are like stars. They don't need streaming. I'm talking about normal GMs. Normal GMs, like 2500 GMs I'm talking about. Vidit, Adiban, Surya, Srinath. These are like top players. What is the use of writing the moves? Do players forget what they played? Well, in order to claim what happened in the game, the arbiter means the umpire doesn't know what happened in your game. Even if the players know, the writing is the like the proof what you have. If some dispute happens on the board, then you need to show the score sheet to your opponent, or your this thing arbiter also. Let's suppose 3-4 repetition is there, then in order to claim the repetition you need to call the arbiter, and arbiter doesn't know your game, so he will check all the moves and then only he will declare whether the claim is correct or not. Nihal also streams his game, but Nihal is not a streamer. Nihal sometimes only stream like that. You can even say like he also streams. What do you call? Raunak Sadhwani also streams his game, but he is not like a regular streamer. I'm saying like they are not streaming for the sake of money. They are just streaming chess because they want to get more popularity and all those things. It is not like the means of earning the money for them. That's what I'm saying. Professional streamer means you earn money from it. But writing down articles and everything, these kind of things are obviously there, which are related to chess profession. Okay, Sachin is like, that means I have to learn notation before I play world championship match. Yes, definitely Sachin, you have to do it. Guys, how much time is left in order to get the tournament going on? Okay, it's going to begin, I think, in some time. What do you think? We lockdown situation will end, the tournaments are all the board, people will still show the same interest? Absolutely, people are craving to play on the board. Miss, ask me, I play almost 15 tournaments in a year and I'm not able to get the tournaments to play. So obviously when the tournaments will happen, I will definitely go to play tournaments. Pan, Aman Khanna, Sagar Shah read. Really, Sagar is reading. Thank you, Sagar bhai. Chessbase India is reading. Ask you one thing. Will you please tell? Amit Singh is asking me something. Okay, Amit, you can ask definitely. But writing moves distracts me. Well, that's something we can say like maybe. What's your FIDE rating? My FIDE rating is 2037, guys. Priyank God, thank you very much, Sagar bhai, for the raid. We are yet to start the games. But I think like okay, Sagar is not raiding. Maybe you are like I think the raid is from Parnali because very few people are here. Parnali will be there, or Chase Assist. We don't know. Whoever is there, thanks for joining. That's what I will say. Whoever is there, Amruta, Parnali, or Sagar, or you can say Sahil Tikku. Whoever is there, thanks for joining me. Oh, Sagar Shah mentioned my name. Oh, Varun is saying like Sagar was not raiding, but he has told us that your commentary is very good. Thanks, thanks. That's good. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Payang Jen, sir, I am a chess player, but I am not rated yet. So can you Can I get rating online? Well, you'll not get rating online. You need to play in the rating tournament. That's the thing. And maybe after 3-4 months, when the tournaments will start, you will definitely get to play. And in those tournaments, you need to play against a rated player. Basically, the rule was to play against 9 rated players, and if you win against some of the rated players, then definitely according to your performance with whom you are playing, you will get the rating. Like the stream, guys. Yes, thank you very much. How to prepare for end game? Any tutorials? Well, for end games, I have made one playlist, guys. That is learning chess with Atul Dahale. Maybe you can see that stream, and means all those streams that I have streamed for 21 days. In that, first 12 days were related to the end game. You can definitely watch that thing, and it will be good for you. Oh, CB did that thing. Thank you, CB. Thank you very much. Are you a GM? No, I'm not a GM, but I aspire to be a grandmaster. Thank you very much, CB, for doing that thing. Yes, yes, definitely you can do it, guys. Learning chess with Atul Dahale is the stream which I have done. 21 streams are there which are related to the end game. So, guys, games have started here. The games have started, and I'll just start it. The games have started, guys, finally. Okay, we'll focus on the games now. We'll focus on the games, and let's figure out what we will be looking at this in this 3+1, guys. I hope the timer is also on. I have made the timer on. 1 hour is there. Knight to f1. Okay, knight bd7 has been played. Knight g3. Okay, interesting. Rook to e8. Oh, Sachin is like, thanks for all the content. Help me improve my rating 150. Thank you very much, guys, for looking at my videos also. Let's see in future. Maybe I will try to make a little bit more better series which will be more useful for you. Your suggestions are always welcome. Well, London system, they don't play because it is not that solid. They play the openings which are more solid. That's what I will say. That's what I will say. Bishop g5 is played here. h6. Okay, he might just come back. Maybe he played bishop g5 in order to provoke the weakness, nothing else. Well, Amit Singh, you can visit my website. My website is given in the description. That is incrediblechess.com, and there you can contact me. The contact me form is there. You can definitely contact me from my website. Okay. Please, can I become a mod? Well, I have decided, I have even promised my viewers that when I will have 100 people watching on our stream, I will make the mod who is regular here. So I will keep my promise, guys. The day when we will be having 100 people watching, I'll make some of you the mods who are regular here. Right now, I don't need mod. Like I can read each and every chat. Very few people are here. So bishop to c2 has been played, guys. We will try to focus more on the games now because these are like short time control games, and Nakamura is leading by 1 point. That's the very short range. Rook to a1 has been played here. If not prof chess, what would you be? Well, I don't know. I will be many many things. I'll be many things pansing, but I have not thought about it. Maybe I will be a writer or something. I like to write. Maybe something related to many things. Oh, see, with no problems. I got to know about you from Sagar in the month of March or April. If I hope I did a small tribute. I know the difficulty for getting a get coach, you are doing for free. Thank you very much for the appreciation. There are very few people think the way you think. So okay, so guys, we will get back to chess and we'll try to understand the things here. One thing is there, white is having two bishops, so obviously white is definitely having more chances. The knight is also having good squares. The knight on h7 doesn't feel good here because the g5 and f6, both the squares are pretty cramped here. Okay, pretty cramped here in this position, and it is a matter of time when white will be having much more better chances here in this position. He's playing very slowly, king h2. These top players always understand that they don't need to play in a hurry or something like that. Knight f2, he is going for the knight e4 square. Maybe that is the square he will love to have, because after knight into e4, knight into e4, bishop into e4, the two bishops will be pretty strong. If rook into d1, then queen into d1, he did not go for it. But now the rook is always there. If knight into e4, knight into e4, bishop into e4, rook will be having a good square on a7. But obviously, black also has this bishop c5 square. He is not going for that thing. He is maybe, I think like, he might go for king g3. Okay, king g3. Okay, he is not allowing. e5 is a weakness now. If we capture here, queen into e5 will be played, and followed by g5 is also something which is weak here. What is more important in blitz, intuition or accurate calculation? Well, intuition is very, very important. Intuition, if you don't have, then you will be slow. You don't need to calculate too much in blitz. You just need to play on your understanding and intuition. Means obviously you need to calculate, but not that much deeply. See, like the way he played bishop into g6 without, means in just 1 second he played it, because he understands it. Like, okay, now the bishop should be exchanged, the knight should be exchanged, because it was pressurizing on e5. So they play it on the fill. And knight into d3, he again exchanged one of the piece here in this position, because knight on d3 was a very, very strong piece. And although the position, in the position where white had a great position earlier, but now because of these two pawns are there, the bishop on f4 seems to be very, very badly placed. And we know this thing that the color combination is there like this only. When you have same color bishops, if the opponent's pawns are on the same color of means your pawns are there on the same color of your bishop, then the pawns are a little bit weak. And one more thing is, like, this pawns doesn't have anyone behind, only the bishop is there. So I will not be surprised if black manages to win the game. So here, let's see what happens. I'll not be surprised if black manages to win the game. Let's see. If queen into d3, queen into c4, okay, he's going for the e5 pawn here. Rook to f5 has been played. Okay, bishop to f8. He wants to give this check. Bishop c5 check. He wants to give this check. Rook into d3. Bishop c5 check, king f3. Okay, the d3 pawn is gone, guys. So I don't know. The position is still balanced. The g5 pawn and the e5 pawn. This pawn's a little bit weak, but okay. What can we do? Can we capture here? Yes, he captured here. Bishop into g5. He is not afraid of anything, but these pawns are there. It will be like a pawn race now, maybe. And rook c4 might be, you can play. King g4 will be played very soon. The pawns are not going anywhere. So if white gets the passed pawn, then only he has any chances. But in this position, it seems very difficult to create a passed pawn very soon. But we never know. Let's see. We never know. I'll check the questions also. Now it's weak or strong pawn d3. Now the d3 pawn was definitely a weakness, guys. And okay, the game is getting he will give a check and then capture the e6 pawn, and this pawn is not going anywhere. The game is getting drawn very soon. It will be drawn. He'll just keep playing, and okay, you just need to give the check and capture the pawn. Okay, it's a draw. They'll play the second game now in 3+1. Okay, they are not playing. Come on. They agreed for a draw. Sir, my leeches rating is 1650. So what will be my actual FIDE rating according to this? Well, Amit, I don't know exactly. Usually they say like 300 points down the online rating, your actual rating is there, but that also doesn't seem good. 3 or 400 points. Amit, there is, I don't know exactly. Maybe you should use some calculator online. There might be something that might help you. There are stats on internet. I heard about it. There are stats to calculate your chess.com rating and convert it and everything. So maybe you can Google it and check it out. But I never checked about my rating because I know my original rating. So guys, if you are there, do like the stream, make it 100 likes. We are very close to 100 likes, and I hope you will definitely like the stream, because after some time we might be having more fun because the time control is getting shorter and shorter. Now 3+1 is there, and Nakamura is the one who is leading here. So we will look at the stream from the black side and then figure it out what is happening. How can I improve my intuition, sir? Well, to improve your intuition, one thing is there that you need to play more, and another thing is also that you need to look at the games of good players quite often, and you need to guess the moves. The more you guess the moves without using the engine, your brain will start accepting the positions in your, and the more you know, the intuition is just like you feel like playing it when you get the feeling when it is in you. Intuition is not something which happens like superficial or naturally. It happens, but only from the data which you already have. So you can feed a lot of data in your mind, and at right moment it will definitely coordinate, and you will get to see the moves intuitionally, like that, intuitively. Yeah, Saurabh, that's what I said, like there is nothing like that. Mehul chess, hello Mehul, good to see you here. So knight e1, guys, what do you think about this position? Is black is going to have any chances here, or is there anything else which is happening? Knight d4, knight into d4, queen into d4 might be played here. No, there are no mods on our channel. I am the only mod. Knight d4. Okay, guys, what to do here in this position? Should we capture here, knight into d4, or should we wait for a while? I think capturing is also one of the options here. He definitely captured the pawn on e5 is a weakness here. And how to save that pawn is a mystery to me, because you cannot move the bishop because the pawn on b2 will be hanging. And what else we can do? Can we play knight f6 so that we can exchange the bishop on g7? So knight into f6, bishop into f6, e into f6. Maybe you will be pawn down, but in that case, the bishop on g7 will be gone from the board. So after knight f6, I don't know whether he will capture or not. So we'll see whether he is going to play knight f6 or not. Okay, he played queen into a5. He is exchanging the pieces. He's exchanging the pieces, but somehow I felt like this pawn shouldn't have been gone. He is giving up the pawn. I don't know. After this, white doesn't seem that much good, because yeah, he got the pawn. I was thinking that he should not give up the pawn, but he has given up the pawn, and now white is slightly in trouble, I'll say, because this bishop cannot really come in the game so quickly. b2 pawn is also a weakness. Okay, but he has this weakness on c7 also. So it is double-edged, I will say. Double-edged means black has some chances, white also has some chances in the position. Let's see what happens in future. We will be very happy to see the strongest player to win in this position. But one thing is quite sure, the black is the one who is in the driving seat. Okay, you can say bishop into c5. Okay, they are liquidating the position. They are liquidating. That was not something which I was expecting. Now can we play bishop to c3 so that we can capture bishop into e1, and then yes, he played bishop to e3. Now what to do here? Queen b6. Okay, he is going for this check. He's going for queen e6, but queen e6 means rook f7 is there. We can still play this. Then rook might come here, but then okay, f2 is protected for sure. Maybe you will definitely play against me when I will be playing against the subscribers. I hope you are our new subscriber here. Queen a6, rook f7, guys. This is what we were thinking. And once the now what to do? He captured it here. Next idea might be there to play against black's king here. He plays queen c2. Now bishop to d4 if you play, then bishop queen will come to d2 square. Yeah, queen to d2 might be played on the board. And after queen d2, we have this queen d4 followed by queen h8 checkmate. Queen e5, queen h8 checkmate is there. क्या बात है? Harshal is there. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Rook f8. Yeah, this is what we were thinking that it might happen on the board. Queen d5 again. He is giving the check. Now maybe I somehow feel like okay, they are going for the draw. They're going for the draw. Oh, they're going for the draw. Cool. How much time is there? 45 minutes are still there in 3+1. So 3 plus means I 6 minutes for 7 or 8 minutes for it one game. So it can say like 5 or 6 more games will be played here. So have you met any grandmaster? Yes, I have played against many grandmasters, guys. I have even won against grandmasters. It's not just like meeting. E5 is one of the moves in this position, and what we can expect in this position we'll see. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Why it becomes tough to improve in chess with age? Well, obviously it's quite difficult, no? When you want to learn something at a different like at a later stage of your life, it becomes very difficult because you have many preconceived things in your mind, and you are very rigid. If you are flexible, then means in your thinking, in your thought process, then you can learn something much more easier. But in order to learn something new, you need to be very like open to the ideas and everything. But if you are a chess player, let's suppose you are playing chess since many years, then if you are like little bit older also, then you cannot change your patterns. So the game is over. So those are the things. So look at the previous game, sir. You paused your body and black won. Sorry. Black won the game. I will just check it out. I was not aware of this thing. What happened really? Is it a Greek gift sacrifice which happened on the board? Oh, knight g5, bishop into h7, queen h5. Oh my god. He just won the game just like that. Come on. I was checking something else, guys, and in that time this whole thing happened. This is such an unfortunate way to lose the game. That too. I hope that MVL will come back from this, because this is a brutal way to lose a game. Bishop h6 has been played, guys, here on this position. I will focus mainly on the game, guys. It's been long time since we are not focusing on the game. We are getting distracted by some other things. So let's try to talk about the game a little bit more and find out the moves, because the game which was over just before some time was a crazy game. I'll say bishop into g7. He goes for the queen into c2, king g3. And this square is a little bit weakness. I will be very happy to play knight f4, knight e6. He saves that square. Okay, knight is going for the other hole. That is the c4 square is there. So somehow I feel like white is having more number of squares in this position to play around, and black is a little bit cramped. Okay, if g5 is played, then again knight h5 will be played. So white is fixing the problems here. If he anytime captures b into a3, then rook into a3, and the a6 pawn will be a weakness in this case. So we never know what will happen, but definitely white is the one who is pressing in this position. And I will not be like surprised if knight d3 f4, yes, knight d3 f4 and e5 will be played on the board very soon. So let's see guys whether he goes for this, because light squares are there in white's favor and white is definitely controlling everything. He stops this f4 move, which is a very standard idea. Rook e3, maybe he wants to play like this, bishop e8 with the idea of bishop to g6. He's putting some pressure over here. He goes for f4. He wants to get this e6 square at any cost. Okay, black is also trying to exchange the good knight here in this position. Knight b6 followed by knight into c4 is one of the ideas. Black, I don't know whether white will capture on g5 or not. If he captures on g5, then the e5 square is also a little bit too weak. Okay, knight into b6 and maybe we can just bring the rook here on e1 square. Yeah, f1, he got it on f1 square. Maybe if we capture g6, bishop g6. Okay, I was not thinking about bishop g6 right now, but that was one of the ideas in this position. Okay, he is maneuvering the knight to c4 square, and if the knight lands on c4 square, then black is always in trouble, because the pawn on d6 is a weakness. Pawn on d6 is a weakness. This is the chess.com, guys. Which website means this is a chess.com? a4 was dubious. I don't think so. a4 was dubious. a4 was a very important move to fix the queen side. Once the queen side is fixed, then the knight will be very good on c4 square. Knight will be very good on c4 square. Rook b e8 is played. Okay, queen f2. He's pressurizing on f6 square now. f6. Okay, he goes away from the main action here. Now queen g3 followed by h4, h5 is there on the air, and the d6 pawn is also being attacked here indirectly. Rook g4 might be played, and then the knight will be capturing on d6. That is okay. He goes for this thing. f5, very interesting that he wants to open up the position, and he doesn't have time to capture on g6 because the rook on h4 is hanging in this case. So he captures here, and now if you capture rook into e3, we have knight into e3. Queen into e3 was not a possibility because the rook on h4 was hanging. So rook h6 again. At some point I think knight c4 will be played, and the d6 pawn will be falling very soon. Very soon it will be falling. Okay, one option is there like rook f6 in order to save the pawn here, but will that be sufficient or not? I am not yet sure. I'm not yet sure about it. Yeah, I think knight capture and then, but if you capture the rooks, the one thing is that if the queen comes in the game, then it will be difficult. So I don't know why he played queen e7. Maybe he wants to play queen to e5 and exchange, or what? He wants to create his own chances. I think that's why he is playing knight into f5. Rook into f5 will be played, and the d6 pawn, yes, he went for the d6 pawn. His king is quite safe. That's what I'll say. Queen e1 check is no longer possible because the queen on g3 is supporting everything. Rook f1 is also not there, and there are some threats like if the queen goes anywhere, then rook d8 and the king will be checkmated very soon. So rook g5 has been played, guys. Now what to do? Queen e1 should also, queen f4, queen e1 check, king h2. We are safe here, no problem. And what to do? c5 is one of the pawns which might proceed forward, and black will try to create his own passed pawn. c4 has been played. That's what I was thinking, like he will try to create his own passed pawn. That is one of the good moves here in this position. Rook e6 is attacking the queen, and followed by he will be capturing the pawn, because earlier if we capture the pawn, then that was no good idea. Okay, queen c5 check. He resigned, guys. Wow. Again, Sicilian defense, bishop c4 variation. What to say about this variation? They are again and again playing the same thing. Mangesh Kalicharan. Oh, how is it going? It's going good. Thanks for the sticker, or you can say super chat here. Thank you very much, Mangesh. I think it is Magnus Carlsen's brother is there. c3, bishop b6, and c3 has been played. Knight d7. Knight bd7 has been played. Now what to do here in this position? Are we going to do something? Very simple. I think rook e1, the natural plan of rook e1 followed by knight f1, and all those plans are there on the air. He will definitely play that. Rook e1 has already been played. Bishop c2. Okay, he's covering up the position first. d4 has been played. He doesn't need to play knight f1, I think. First he is trying to get the center as quickly as possible here, because black has not played e5. If the e5 is not there, then you can say like white has more control in the center. And this is how he played in the previous game also. The knight is there. This time he is playing much more faster. Like in the previous game we saw that even after the exchanges, knight g5 came very fast, and it was all over. Sicilian, yeah, Sicilian is a very interesting. Queen e2 was played, and let's see what white is there going to do here, because Nakamura won in a very great fashion in the previous game. But here we can see like Maxim Mitchell Lagrev MVL, you can say he is supporting the pawn on h7 with the knight of 8. He is keeping the position intact. He's not afraid about anything here. Well, Sairaj, at least do one book 7 times, then think about the other book. Woodpecker method is the book. We should do it at least 7 times. Go step by step. We humans always want more and more, and we don't really understand the things till we want to read a lot. Or means, okay, we just want to collect the material, we don't really read it, because if everybody reads the amount of books they have, then everybody will be very, very scholar. But it is a proven fact that we just collect the books, we never really read them. It feels good to just to have your books with you. Oh, I have this book, I have that book. That how much did you read? And even if you read it, the question is how much did you understand from it? And even if you understand something, how much can you implement in your game? That is the next step, guys. So I always tell my students not to get so many books. Take one book, read it many times, 2-3 times, try to understand it, try to implement the things which you have already learned. And only when you feel like, okay, you have done a good job with the book, then go for the next one. Sairaj, you did not find it. Maybe you can solve tactics. You don't need any book right now. As far as I know your level, you can just solve tactics online. That is enough for you. You don't really need a book right now. Keep solving the tactics online, because you can solve tactics on chess.com, on Lichess, on Chessbase, and many things. Yes, Mehul, you can definitely talk with me. Why not? Score is 7.5, 6.5. You can definitely check out there near the players' names also, guys. The score you can is visible. Sir, you play Sicilian Nashdorf defense. Yes, I play Sicilian Nashdorf. Queen c2 has been played, guys. This bishop is not able to go anywhere, because the bishop moves, then the pawn on b2 will be hanging, and the pawn on d3 seems to be very, very strong here. So somehow I feel like black is the one who is having the great initiative or a great position also. Ace game fluent. Hello very much. Thank you very much, guys. Guys, we are very close to 100 likes. Make it 100 likes. If you are new here, do like the stream. But if you are the regular member, then you cannot do it. I can understand that thing also. But if you are new to the stream, then definitely don't leave the stream without liking it. Knight d7. Okay, now the knight is attacking the pawn on e5. That is the one thing. And another thing is also there, that if the pawn is there, the rook cannot really leave anything. The rook can come on c8, maybe putting some more pressure. Yes, let's make it 100 likes. Thank you, Butterscotch. Thank you for making it 100 likes, guys. I really appreciate. Now knight has come to c5 square. Now the knight b3 is the next move, which is now threatened. Knight b3, if he captures here, then the pawn will be coming. I think black is completely better, like, because the pawn on c2 will be much more stronger in this position, and white doesn't really have anything great here. I think it is just a matter of time, because if you move your queen anywhere, knight into c1 followed by queen into b2 is there. Another thing is that bishop will be coming on b4 square, and the rook will be... I will not surprise if he resigns here. Queen f4. Okay, he is saving this thing, but what about the moves like d2, knight into d2, knight into d2, bishop into d2, queen into... Okay, we are getting a piece after d2. I think we are getting a piece here. Yes, 100 likes done. Butterscotch came, and 100 likes are done. Thank you very much. So here I think it is, he's just going to lose. Means black has means MVL has struck once again, 7.5, 7.5. They are going neck to neck in this tournament. That's what I will say. It is really fun to watch this thing. Maybe the game's openings and everything is same. They are not playing anything new, but okay. You can say that the games are interesting at least. The games are interesting at least. Rook b4, okay, rook d4, bishop b4 he wanted to get, and this rook is not having any squares. Yeah, MVL strikes back, and again I think he will play e4, e5. They might go to bishop b5, no, bishop c4. He has played bishop b4. Okay, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3. Thank you very much, Mangesh, once again. I like that cat. I like that cat. Well, my mail ID is there. You can visit my website, guys. I'll just put my website here if you want, and you can contact me there. I'll put my website's name. I'll pin it so that you can, for like coaching or other queries, contact me. Visit. Yeah, guys, you can do this thing. You can visit my website, and you can definitely get to contact me there. Okay, you can definitely get to contact me there. Okay, guys, we will be back with the game here. Still, there are 30 minutes are left for this thing, and I think in 30 minutes they will play 5 more games. Barber bola Italian cut. It was funny. It was funny. So knight is very well placed on d4. That's what I will say. And one more thing is there, guys. You should always remember, when a piece is sitting in front of the isolated pawn, that piece is usually a very good piece, because there is no other pawn which can dislodge the piece. And especially the knight is said to be a very good piece when it is sitting in front of the isolated pawn. So the side which is having the isolated pawn should try to muddy the waters, you can say. They cannot really play slowly and gradually in the position, because isolated pawn, whenever it's there, it is a permanent weakness which will be very difficult to play with when it comes to the end game. So you need to be very precise and try to play in more accurate way when it is like that. And you need to try to create some kind of counterplay. Black is doing good job in trying to create the counterplay. The rooks are having open file, and he is constantly putting some pressure on white. That is what you should do. And the move like f3, it has created some weaknesses around white's king. So white's king doesn't have that much good squares in this position, and that's the thing is there. Queen f2 has been played. Okay. He's trying to cover up his weaknesses. And one more thing is that color strategy, which I always talk about. Black is having the light square bishop, and white is putting his pieces or the pawns on the dark squares. So this is what you should try to do when you are playing against opponent's light square bishop or dark square bishop. You should try to put your pieces on the opposite color of your opponent's bishop. Then he will not be able to do much harm to you. And especially in this kind of positions where everything hangs in there, it's very important. I believe a weakness which cannot be attacked is not a weakness. Yeah, it is not. It is a potential weakness, you can say, but right now it is not a weakness. But it is definitely one of the potential weaknesses which is there on the board. And you should always remember that weakness is a weakness only if you can attack it. Matlab, in Hindi there is a saying that chori jo wo pakdi jaye, something like that. I don't know exactly. Chori wo hai jo pakdi jaye. So something like that is only there. So, but it's a weakness. It's a weakness is a weakness, guys. It's not like it's not there. It's a potential weakness. Maybe right now you are not able to attack it, but if in future, if you get your pieces around that weakness, then definitely you will get more chances in that case. So white plays very aggressively. He plays e6 move in this position. If f into e6 or bishop into e6 is played, then knight will definitely capture here, and this capture will definitely happen, and if rook c1 is played, I will say that rook will come back to e1 square, because if you play king f2 this kind of a move, then it's not good idea. I think he will exchange the rooks in this position after rook to c1. After rook to c1 he will definitely exchange the pieces. Check. He did not exchange. Now he is exchange. Now there is a check draw is there. Queen h6 queen c1 is a draw, but black can definitely try to win because he has a passed pawn here, and white needs to give some checks. Like white needs to come back with the queen and queen e5, queen f5, queen c8, or queen f5, queen check. So white is ready to give some checks, guys, here, queen f5 and all. Yeah, it should be a draw. It should be a draw. Means naturally it should be a draw, but let's see what happens in future also. And guys, I have something which is I got one email today, and I will be very happy to talk about our channel's growth also, because in last few months our channel has grown, and we have more than 130 sorry 1,30,000 views, more than that. And it's a big thing, because our channel has been visited by so many people, and we have around 4,000 like more than 4,000 subscribers. So all thanks to you, all thanks to you. I'll be sharing that thing with you all. Maybe tomorrow I'll share it with my tournament which will be going on tomorrow. So let's see what happens. Thanks for being there, thanks for supporting the channel. Without you, it's never a possibility to grow the channel this much, I will say. King f2, queen to c2, king g3. Okay, what's going to happen here? So that weakness has become pass pawn, but pass pawn is not going here, guys. That was a clear drawn because the king was exposed. The king was exposed. That was the main thing. And again, they have gone for the Sicilian, guys. It will not be something new now. c3 will be played very soon. Yes, bishop c2 will be coming on the board. d4, he goes for the d4 very quickly. Queen c7. e5, he just wants to get his pawn there on this square, because knight f1 is not played because he wants this knight to be there on d2, because if you play bishop into f3, then knight into f3 will be played. And let's figure it out what happens after some time. So knight e4, yes, knight is very excellently placed in the center of the board. And I somehow feel like knight into e5 is not that cool. What is happening? I need to figure it out. Knight into e5, knight into e5, queen into e5. Then we have knight into c5, and then knight into b7 will be played, because the rook is hanging, means rook is attacking the queen there. So obviously e5 is indirectly protected in this position. And main question is like, how will you develop the bishop on c1? One possibility is that we can play bishop g5 and try to exchange it. So bishop to c2, the way it happened last time also, here knight g5 might be played attacking the pawn on h7, and maybe g6 will be played in that case also. So queen e2, he is getting away from this main threat, and now knight g5, something like that might happen. Mehul, it's okay, it's okay. You support the channel, that is good enough for us. It's okay. Thank you for being such a nice supporter, I will say. Knight to e5 has been played, guys. Now maybe he went for it because there is no longer, the rook was not attacking and the queen can move somewhere. Maybe where will play the rook? Maybe queen to h5 is one of the ideas, but then knight g3 will be played. So the queen will be awkwardly placed in that case also. So rook c8, first of all he attacks the queen on c4. Now once the queen will move, maybe queen to f1. Okay, still he is keeping some threats here. Knight to c5 is one of the threats, followed by capturing the bishop on b7. And okay, he goes queen c7 because that is the best square for him. And what to do? White has these two bishops which are aiming towards black's king. but black also has this beautiful bishop which is there. So bishop g5, very logical move. He wants to exchange one of the defenders in this position, and queen will definitely okay, knight e5, he wants to cover it with this. And this bishop on b7 is now active. The bishop on c2 is there, but okay, it is like shooting in the thin air. It is not harming white in any way. So knight g6, maybe he is going for the dark squares which are weakened here. So after it reaches to the dark square, what will happen, we need to see. One more thing is there, knight f4. If somebody kicks it away, then knight d5 is always a good square for the knight, but that will be like the going round and round in this position. So let's see. Knight e5 has been played here. Black plays knight to e5. Okay, knight e5 has been played. Guys, you can tell me, like, do you think that we have some chances here in this position? Do you think that it might be one of the things which is very good for... Okay, they're playing something which is kind of interesting, I'll say. Queen f2, again, like the previous game, he is covering his weaknesses around his king. And now bishop into cannot be captured because knight into b3 was one of the threats. Now what to do? Bishop goes to d1 square because he doesn't want this knight into c2, because as this queen was pinned, knight into c2 was the main threat. Knight into c2, and after the queen c2 is not a possibility because there was a pin. And this is also one of the thing which you should remember. If the distance between the knight and the bishop is 2 squares, then the piece which is sitting on the corner will be dominated by the other piece. So here knight is actually dominating the bishop because it is controlling 4 of the bishop squares. So this bishop on d1 is pretty cramped, I will say. How will it win? I don't know. Yeah, black seems to be a little bit better here. Definitely black seems to be a little bit better here. That also, I also feel that thing. But let's see what happens in some time. If it is having something which is interesting, then we'll check it out. So, okay, Mangesh Kalicharan is today on fire. Thank you, Mangesh. So, MVL defeated my lost brother yesterday. I want Maxim to win. Oh, wow. Mangesh Kalicharan is the Judwa of Magnus Carlsen, guys. And he is there today in our chat and he is supporting MVL. Thanks for the super chat and thanks for being such a sport. Thank you very much. So guys, knight into b3 here. MVL is the one who is trying very hard, because I also prefer this position from playing black side, because white's king side is little bit back. And one more thing is there, the knight on d4 was pretty nicely placed. Oh my god, he has given this thing. And what about this one? Oh, I think he missed rook e1. He missed rook e1. He missed rook e1. Now knight b3 might be played. Okay, he goes for this. Oh god, he shouldn't have given up the queen. He missed rook e1. No. He shouldn't have played this thing. Now knight snits and this rook and the pawn on a6. This pawn will be deciding everything. This is such an unfortunate thing. Yeah, Biswa, you have some competition. You should be regular. You are not being regular. This is very bad. Without you, the charm in the chat is not there. Biswa is there in the chat, guys. I mean, fake Biswa is there in the chat. Okay. Black is trying very hard, but it seems to be very weak. Now the f7 pawn. Oh shit, he lost his rook. He's lost his rook. He missed so many things today. He missed 2-3 things today. Yeah, black lost the game, guys. Black lost it. Everything happened so fast that it was e into d4, c into d4, and h3. Okay, this time they are playing a little bit different. That's what I will say. Rai Lopez opening has been played this time, and every time they were trying to play bishop c4 in Rai Lopez also they were trying to play what do you call Berlin, but this time it is completely different. Bishop f4 has been played. No, we know this thing that he is fake Biswa. Real Biswa doesn't have time to come on our stream, guys. It's fake for sure. Queen c1. Okay. This is just the opening phase, so I will talk a little bit here. And the game is still going neck to neck, guys. 9 is 9 and 9, and black has scored 8 points. Miss white, miss Maxim, that is MVL, has scored 8 points, and Nakamura has scored 9 points till now. Knight into e4. Okay, knight is coming there somewhere. Maybe queen d2 might be played in this position, attacking here, but the knight c4 is coming, so he plays rook e1, just developing the piece. And after developing the piece, what to do? b3. Okay. Yeah, the games are getting very, very fast, guys. Even I am talking about the games, and the games are changing very quickly. But again, the knight on d5 looks very cool to me, because there is no one who can kick this knight away. If the knight is if I want to choose any knight, I'll choose the knight on d5, because there is no pawn which can. But how long it will be there, that's a big question. White is trying very hard to kick this knight away from the d5 square, because it is controlling so many squares. Okay, this knight definitely has this square on f4, which is a good square for the knight. But apart from that, we will see what are the other options for the knight. One thing is also there, that he can play knight to e7 supporting here, but he goes knight f6. But I was not thinking about knight f6. I was actually thinking about knight to f4 in the position. Queen h4. Rook into e1, knight into e1. Okay, they have exchanged so many pieces here, guys. CB got excited. Wow. Queen e6. Okay, see, guys, here again, black is keeping control on d5 square somehow. He is bringing the other knight also to d5 square. So somehow I feel like the game will be decided because of the knight on d5. Means that's my intuition, you can say. I feel like that, but we never know. Many things might happen, and two knights are there, and it is said that if the only knights are there on the board, then they don't coordinate that much with each other. They come in between each other's path. And one more thing is there, only knights are there if the king or any piece is attacking both the pieces, then no knight can move anywhere, so they will get stuck with each other. So they are not the formidable force, you can say, which you would love to have. So it's a better idea always to exchange one pair of knight when you have two knights on the board. Okay, Biswa is in his role today. Biswa is asking so many interesting questions to CB here. Queen to e6, queen c2. Okay, queen c6 might be one of the possible, like okay, the knight on e4 is pinned, guys. How will you support it? A3, the knight is, means white is trying to secure everything. Black is progressing slowly and gradually because of his knight there. F3, he is concentrating with this thing. Now the last squares are a little bit weakened. So black tries to get his pieces over there all around the dark squares in this position. Now queen e3 followed by queen into d4 is one of the threat, but obviously queen e3 means you can play queen f2, but in that case queen into this check. Okay, now this pawn is gone. This pawn is gone. Black has got one pawn, guys. But okay, even if you get one pawn, if he manages to get some checks with queen e8, okay, he got this pawn, and now I don't know. Oh god. Queen e5 check, king g1 and queen a1 check. Okay, fine. How will you bring this knight in the game? If he manages to bring the knight, okay, now this check is coming. Okay, now knight f1 check, king white come here, knight g3 check, king g3, king f2, and then we can play queen f1, king e3. Okay, he has captured this thing, guys. He has captured knight f1 is one of the moves in this position which I would love to play. But what about after that? Knight f1, king g1, that is what I was thinking. He plays e4. Okay, he stops this check. First of all, he stops this check. Queen g5, no business, no checks, nothing for black's king. And in order to go for further, the knight needs to move in this position, because what will you play? Even if you play queen e8, this kind of a move, trying to get some checks, but the h8 square is already controlled by the queen. So if you play this move, then we can play queen g7. So black is completely safe in this position. The knight needs to move, and it's a big question where you are going to play the knight. Knight d2. Okay, fine, you can play queen. Okay, there is a huge threat of queen g3, queen g2 check and mate. How will he save that thing? Oh my god, he got checkmated, guys. What a game, what a game. Amazing game by Nakamura. I told you the knight on d5 is going to do wonders, and that's what happened. Because of the knight on d5, everything changed, because that was looking amazing knight. Amazing. Great game. So here bishop knight to d2 has been played. Again they are going for the Sicilian idol. Okay, they will play knight castle, rook e1, bishop c2, d4 will be played. Okay, this time black has played g6 and bishop g7. Earlier bishop e6 and bishop e7. So once the g6 is played, he is going for the other plan, knight f1, knight g3. He did not go for the d4 e5 plan which was being played, because in this position earlier, okay, black is playing for the e5, d5 and knight c5, bishop c2, and maybe b4. Yes, very good. B4, a5, then bishop a6, followed by this bishop will be controlling on this diagonal. Queen b6 will also be played here. I have played this position from black side, and I always played black is quite comfortable in this position. So guys, thanks for watching the stream also till now. I know that you are being there. That is such a big thing for us. I hope that you will be here and you will subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Don't forget to do that thing, because tomorrow we will be having one tournament in evening time, and I hope that you will participate in the tournament. There are no prizes for the tournament, but you know, playing the subscribers tournament is always fun. It's like the chess community coming together. That's all I say. I hope to see you tomorrow. CB, he is fake. Biswa is fake. We know this thing, because in order to prove whether he is a real Biswa or a fake Biswa, I played one game against Biswa, and that time he disappointed me. So he is 100% not the real Biswa. He is fake. Bishop a6 has been played. h3. Okay, he is trying to play. The timing, you can see it on the screen also. I think you can see the timing. There is only 8 minutes are left to finish. Only 8 minutes are left, guys, to finish the this 3+1. After that they will be having 5 minutes or 6 minutes break, and after that they will be having 30 minutes, in which after means in those 30 minutes they need to play maximum number of games with 1+1 time control. Nakamura is already leading the main all the score with 2-0, you can say. Manish is sleeping now. Thanks Manish for being there. Thank you very much. We'll definitely meet tomorrow, and Manish, try to play in the tournament. I will try to make it possible to keep the tournament at night time. Hope to see you there tomorrow playing in the tournament. Knight f6 has been played, guys. What to do next? F3. Okay, the pawn on e4 was being attacked, so he supports the pawn here. And I think there will be one more game in this time control. Tournament timing I have not decided. I will definitely try to keep the tournament after 6 p.m. because I need to check my schedule tomorrow. So I will publish about the tournament in the morning, guys. In the morning I'll just check it out if I have any class or something like that in the evening time. If I'm not having any evening time class, then I will keep it in the evening time after 6 p.m. because most of the players, they get time after 6 p.m. So I will try to make it after 6 p.m. So king h2 has been played, knight e2. The knight is jumping over to d4 square. That's what I feel. Payang this time try to play it. That's what I will say. Oh, Biswa is saying something interesting. I won't read it. So guys, here he did not capture on bishop into d4, because if he capture, then the dark square bishop will be very strong. Bishop g7 followed by bishop will be on this diagonal. So easily you can say that although the pawn on d4 will be free of cost after bishop into d4 and all such moves, but I will prefer that position playing from the black side in that case. Okay, queen e1. It looks very scary, right? When your opponent's piece comes in your into your position, especially like the queen g3 check has been played. Maybe he will play king to g1 in this position. They're going down the line here, like only 1 minute is left for both the people. Knight into b3. Wow. Amazing play by both the players. Everything, pawn structure is equal. Now the queens are getting exchanged. That's what I will say. If the queens are getting exchanged, queen into g3. If you play the pawn on h, means h into g3, the pawn on g3 is a big asset. Okay, he is going for this thing. He wants to capture everything here. If you capture here, then the pawn on d5 will be a weakness. If you don't capture, then still f4 will be played, and this bishop will be moving around somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but now let's see whether he gets the chance. f4 has been played. He captures everything there. Now white's king should come in the game. Okay, white's king should come in the game if he doesn't get the queen. But one more thing you can see, guys, here in this position, the opposite color bishops are there on the board, but white's position is pretty cramped. His king is not in the game. The knight on c5 is also there. Okay, it might move or it might exchange with the knight here, but this pawn looks a little bit scary to me. That's what I will say. Knight has transferred to the e5 square, and knight c4. He is not allowing king d2 this kind of a move, and the pawn on d3 plus the knight on c4 are excellently placed here in this position. Bishop a4. Okay, we just need our pieces here. Knight into g2. If he is going to play king into d3, oh my god, this pawn is a passed pawn here. Knight g3, he might come back. Knight d3, he might come back, and the g2 g1 is the queen. Wow. He goes for this thing. He goes for this thing. Bishop should come in the game. Somehow the bishop is not coming, because knight into d6 is always one of the threats. If knight into d6 is played here, what can we play? We can play g2. If king f2, then okay, winning, because the idea was to play bishop d4 followed by g2 g1 queen. Amazing game. Well, CB, the tournament will be blitz tournament, because 10 minutes tournaments, it will be very long tournament. So I want to keep a short tournament, maybe for just 1 hour or 1.5 hours, because keeping the tournament for longer time control means it takes a lot of time, and everybody doesn't have that much time. Everybody spends around 1 hour or 1.5 hours in playing the tournament. That's all I can see. Tomorrow too, I won't be able to join. Please have one in Jan month. Payang, definitely try to play the tournament whenever you get time. Otherwise, there are many tournaments happening on chess.com. You can join any other tournament, or on League Chess also you can join any tournament, even if you don't get to play in my tournament. Oh, Satvik, here right now, Nakamura is leading by 1 point, but we never know because still there are plenty of games remaining. 1+1 is still remaining, and the last game of 3+1 is also remaining. So let's see. So can guess who is winning. Okay, Satvik, you got your answer from Biswa here. Okay, guys, here black's position, I am little bit skeptical. At any point, if queen c1 and queen h6 comes, it will be a check and mate. It will be a check and mate if the queen comes there. So how we are going to defend it? It's a matter of yeah. MVL have to win this game. Yeah, MVL needs to win this game. There is no better option for him rather than winning the game. Bishop e5. Okay, the knight is going to capture on e5 or what? Knight into e. Yes, he captured because this seems to be very difficult. And now the pawn on c3 is going to fall, guys. The pawn on c3 is going to fall. Yeah, Payang, that is there. So try to play it. Try to play it. Get some time from your busy schedule. Nakamura is very good. Yeah, 1+1 he is good, but MVL is also not bad. You should not underestimate these top players, guys. They are there because they are very good in many aspects of the game, not only just the classical games, but also on different aspects. And you can see on screen also the rating which is there. MVL's rating is not very less. He's also having more than 3000 rating. So you cannot really say that Nakamura is going to crush. Definitely, he is the strongest player in the world, but he is playing against one of the best players in the world. So b3 pawn is gone. Everything is getting exchanged, and it might fizzle out to be just a drawn position after some time, I think. Yeah, Biswa, don't, yeah, definitely he can check it out. Somebody is calling me from US. I don't know who. Who is calling me? Should I pick up the call? Let's see. Hello? Hmm? हेलो। ओबामा की कॉल है ये। Yeah, guys, I was getting a call from maybe Obama only. You never know who is calling me at this time, but it was something which I need to pick up. So, no, it was from, I need to pick up that call, you can say. Yeah. So, guys, we will come back to the game and we will talk about the game now. And let's see what happens in this future events also in future games, because there is a little bit more time. The time is already over. We have some break here. Oh, it was a prank on by chess 20 chess assist. Okay, 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 got it, I got it. It was you. I felt like it is something once. Okay, it was a prank call. That's why you guys are here with 23 people. I was wondering, like, until now there was only 6 people. But how did you get the US number? I don't understand. Maybe you have someone number. But the no, actually I was involved in the stream, no? So what can I say? Yeah, okay, Sahil has that number. How will I know? Okay, okay. It was fun, actually. It was fun. Oh, you will teach me later. There is an app for this thing. Okay, interesting. But thanks for the raid. That's what I will say. Yesterday you were Babu Bhaiya. Today you were someone else. Yeah, let's figure it out. No, it will not change my life. Guys, you don't know anything about me. I'm quite rich. I'm quite rich. I don't need money. Babu Bhaiya I enjoyed more than this one. So we have some time, guys, here for the Blitz games to start, and let's figure it out. 30 minutes will be there, so I need to reset it for 30 minutes and then we will figure it out. We'll start it once it will but it's not reset. Okay, I need to reset it. So I'll start it once the stream will start. 1+1 is still there. Thank you very much. I hope that you were not streaming that thing on your channel also, because that kind of prank calls were already there. And I picked it up only because I felt like, okay, somebody might be there, one of my friend who is calling, because my friend's anniversary is there, who stays in US. I thought like maybe he is calling because I called him today and he did not pick up the call. Okay, we have reached 124 likes. That's a good thing. And we are hoping for 164 likes also very soon. कल मिलके करेंगे raid if you want. Who do you want to raid? That is a big question. Yeah, Poranil Dhare Vile Parle OP. Yeah, 164. That's what I feel, that we should always have at least 64 in the multiples of 64, something like that. But the games are still not starting it. They are taking a little bit more break, I think, this time. What happened in the last game, they just drew the game. Before that, this was the game which was very interesting. That I would like to go through the game. Knight to e3, h5, knight into, and this is very difficult to play from white side also, because this c7 pawn was protected by the knight on d5, and there is no such weaknesses. The only a6 pawn was the weakness, which he eventually took that pawn, but his king was weak in the end. So somewhere I felt like the f3 move was the main move, which did not help him. Sir, do you play Catalan? Well, I don't play Catalan. Do you think MVL can make a comeback in the bullet section? No, it feels very difficult to make a comeback in bullet, that too against Nakamura. But we should not underestimate him. That's what I will say. That anything can happen when these top players are playing. I'm good, Vinayak. I'm good. Just waiting for the bullet games to start. Once the games will start, we will see what to do. I'll drink a little bit remaining water which I have. Guys, do you have any idea when these things will start? Hello. Who do you think is favorite or stronger? Well, obviously, I feel like when it comes to shorter time control, Hikaru Nakamura is the one who is the favorite, and he is stronger also. But only in other formats, you can say MVL will exceed Nakamura sometimes only. But these top players are always equal. It always happens like somebody wins or somebody loses because of some the way they play on that particular day. Because you saw yesterday that Magnus Carlsen lost against MVL, and the way he was playing yesterday's games was not the way he always plays. It was a bad day for him, nothing else. So anything can happen in these top level games. Anyone can come back, and they can play much more better chess also anytime. Shiv Prasad. I think I am looking at definitely agree. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's what I think. And what do you think, guys? According to you, who is going to win today? Is it going to be okay? The games have started. Let's come back to the stream, guys. The games have started, and I hope that it will be more fun, because it's 1+1, and let's see what happens. Vijay Palbish, thank you very much for the hearts. But guys, now we need to focus more on the chess, because only 1 minute is there in the games, and it will be very difficult for me to look at the chat and talk with you also. Yeah, let's see what happens in this game. Are you rooting for Nakamura or MVL? You can write down in the chat. Only 1 points difference is there between them, Hikaru Nakamura and MVL. Let's see what happens. The games have already started, and I'll start the timer also here. I forgot to start the timer. Now the timer is also started here. Knight bishop to b7 has been played. Okay. Yes, I'll keep smiling. I'll keep smiling. I'll always keep smiling. Bishop to b7 has been played, and now what do you think? The knights over here seems to be quite good. They are playing in the center of the board. Rook into c1, rook into c1 has been played. What do you think about queen into e5? If you play queen into e5, then we have knight here, but he did not capture there. He is putting some pressure on the h2. If the knight moves, then the queen will be capturing on h2. So somehow I feel like today we will try to see the board from the black side here for a while and try to understand how black. Okay, man, bishop into c6. g4 has been played so that he can support the pawn on h2 with the queen. We have some interesting alternatives here. Maybe I'll play queen h3, but if I play queen h3, then knight into c6 is the move. And I don't know how exactly we should play. Bishop b5. What a move, man. What a move. He played this move. He played this move. Oh, knight into g5. Oh, queen c1. He is having... What a player, man. What a player. Who plays like this? This is amazing chess, I will say. Because now 1 2 3 4 5 pieces are there. 1 2 3 4 5 pieces are there. This check was coming there. And okay, knight g6, another good move, because if he cannot capture here, because queen into h2 followed by queen into b2 was also there. He got the piece here. He got the piece here. The piece cannot move because the queen on b5 is hanging. Black won the game. Wow, black won the game, guys. Black won the game. Saket Gupta, there was no question received, so sorry to not to answer to your no question. But come back to the game, guys. Here again they are playing very fast, and Geico piano is there, and rook to e8, knight to g3, d5 has been played, h3. Okay, fine. d4. Do you think that c4 might be played in this position? If c4 he plays, go for the c4. a4 is there. Yeah, come back by MVL. 10 and a half score is there, guys. He is recovering very fast. He is recovering very fast, and I hope that he will definitely do something better. Here bishop to knight g3. Okay, knight is going to play on g4. Maybe he wants to play like that. Knight f5 might be one of the moves here in this position, or maybe he played knight h2 in order to play f4, because f4 seems also be one of the interesting moves. Okay, he goes for knight g4 in this position. Knight h5. He wants to get everything on this side of the board. Maybe at some point bishop into h6 might come. He is defending everything with rook a6. Okay, it is very interesting. It is going to be very interesting. Bishop into g4 might happen on the board anytime in order to black to save in this position everything. And the knight on c5 is definitely one of the best pieces on the board, because okay, what happened? Why did he play f5 move? What was the need to open up the position? Now rook b5 came. The knight and the bishop both are being attacked. He plays this. Okay, rook into c5. Oh my god, bishop d3. The queen is being attacked. The queen is being attacked. What to do? We can play bishop e4 and followed by d into c2. Wow, everything is defended, guys. Everything is defended in the position. If he captures here, then what? Queen, he sacrificed his queen. He wants to play with his pieces, which are minor pieces on the board. Okay, g6 knight is protected. Queen, rook to d5. Now rook d6. Okay, queen e8. He wants to exchange something. I was thinking about rook to d6. So in order to just exchange the rooks in this position, he's not going for the exchanges. King here. Oh. What did he miss? Oh my god, he missed knight here. I think maybe he missed it. Rook e4. Okay, this is crazy, man. This is going crazy. What did I miss? Was it there? Something like knight to f6, knight into f6, knight into... No, it was not there. Now again black, it is going up and down. Okay, c6, bishop to b6, rook d7. Now this knight f6 check is threatened. Knight, oh, he defends that thing. He goes for the g7 pawn. Queen to e6 again. What is happening, man? This game is getting out of my head. Knight into g7, he captures. Queen into c6 again. Ups and downs, ups and downs. Knight f5. This game is getting crazy and crazier. White is the one who is having initiative in this position, so I feel somehow like black will lose this game somehow, because if you have the initiative, if your king is very bad, it's very difficult to play in time pressure also. That's also one of the things which you should not forget. But this is the time pressure game, and 1 second increment is there. Anything can happen, guys. Bishop to e3. He is exchanging some of the pieces here. The knights are going to do wonders or not, that's what we need to see. The pawn is just moving. He's going to capture it. Another, oh, a3, d2 can be captured. Queen c1 means a queen d2, d1 was there. Again a check. Okay, fine. The rook will be played where? Rook a7, king f8, king rook to h4, king g8. Okay, king g2. He's playing safe. He's playing safe. Black has some things. And now the knight should come in the game somehow. I don't know how he is going to bring the knight in the game. If the knight comes in the game, then only he has the chance. h4, maybe h5, maybe g4, h5, then king g5. He, oh, what? Okay, check, no problem. He's pinned something, but that's completely fine. Rook e5. The pawn is moving forward. Knight d5. He is unpins everything. Again a check, but there is a pin in this sense. Okay, there is a pin. He needs to play something. King. The pawn is rushing forward. Knight e7. Okay, he got it. He got it. Knight force. Yeah. MVL has struck back again. Sakit, if you have, where did you message me? If you have replied, where did you message me, Sakit? Did you reply? Where did you? I don't know. Have you emailed me, or have you, what did you do? I'll check it out today, my email. If you have done the email, then I will check it out. Let's go back. Yeah, MVL, crazy games, guys. The way he played the last game, MVL is going amazing. He's playing too fast against Nakamura. As that's what I said, like when these top players are playing, you cannot really say that somebody is going to crush someone. It all depends upon like how they play on that particular day. And MVL is playing amazing chess. Yesterday also he defeated Magnus Carlsen, so he must be very much motivated. And if you have seen in candidates also, MVL was playing very good, even though he got the wild card from the World Chess Federation, you can say. He is going to show the world that he is the deserving one, because many people said that okay, he is not the deserving one, somebody else, youngster should have got the wild card or something like that. But he's showing that in world candidates also he was leading. Yesterday also he proved it. Now also he's proving it. He's playing amazing chess, guys. Great respect to MVL. He's playing against the best players in the business. Top class chess. I wonder where he prepares all these things. I a little bit wonder about that thing. Knight c5. Okay. Okay, this game is going very slow, very slow. Black slightly has some advantage, but this game is getting very, very slow, guys. The pawn b6 might be played, but b6 if you play, then b4 is coming on the board. If b4 comes, then how we are going to? Okay, b4 has been played on the board, and now the rook cannot really go in anywhere. Like the rook needs to be there, because there is always a back rank checkmate problem is there. He needs to create his own chances. He got the pawn here. Knight d5 might be played anytime on the board. h6, so that he can always have this square, because then back rank checkmate will not be there. But knight d5, this is what we were thinking. Now b4 will be played. He needs to play b4. Oh, he's not going for, he's going for the knight into g4, b4. He goes for this thing. Will he going to, oh, knight into e5. Amazing, amazing fighting chess by MVL. He is not restricted. He is not saying like, okay, he's saying like, okay, I'll keep on playing. I keep on playing b3. He needs to capture this b2. Oh God, oh God. Amazing chess by him. Bishop to b1. Okay, now, okay, this check. He always have this square though, so he doesn't need to worry. Black is completely winning here in this position. Check, and king to h7. Again, rook b7. The pawn on f7 is hanging. What we are going to play? Oh, ho, ho, ho. He got the pawn, but how he is going to make the progress, that we don't know. The pawn on b2 is going to fall for sure. And this is interesting, man. The knight cannot move because the pawn on f7 is hanging. Okay, again, it's very difficult. What? Knight e5. This is just a zugzwang position. He cannot do anything. The bishop cannot really move anywhere. The knight is also not having, again, knight e5. This is going to be a draw. This is going to be a draw. Well, Saket, just email me. My website is there on above. You can email me there, or you can WhatsApp me. Means my academy's number is there. Email me, then I will definitely reply you. Okay. So let's focus on the game, guys. After the email only, I will definitely reply to you. Okay. Bishop b3. To castles here, what we should be playing? Knight c3. Should we bring the knight in the game? Yes, he brings the knight in the game. Knight c3 has been played, and now bishop needs to be played. Maybe he is going to play the bishop somewhere. Bishop e3 definitely. Now bishop c2. Yes, bishop c2, b4, knight a4 might be played on the board, because this knight looks very critical. Oh, he captures there. I did not see it, because this pawn on b2 is also something which I would love to capture. Bishop into b2 is not any option. Bishop into g7. He is giving up anything. Oh god. Queen into b2, rook b1. Okay, fine. This position looks good for black somehow. The pawn on b2 is a monstrous pawn. Queen b6, everything is supporting here, and the bishop is also going to come in the game very soon. Bishop e6, bishop a2 might be there on the board. Sorry, bishop e6, bishop a2, that's what I was talking about. And if I play bishop a2, yes, he has played bishop e6, bishop a2. Guys, I'm really happy to see the moves which are happening on the board. I'm really happy to. It feels good whenever you find out good moves from good players. Okay, b1. Will you play b1 here in this position? Rook into c2. Amazing. Now b1 is coming out. Okay, he is going to resign. I think he's going to just resign. White doesn't have anything. So Nakamura has struck back again, and 12-12 will be the score, guys. 12-12 will be the score. It is not going to be one-sided thing. They are going to fight till the end. Still, how much time is left? 18 minutes are left. So maybe 8 or 9 games will happen on the board. Let's see what happens. b3, bishop b2. They started with b3, e3, d4. Okay, they are going to convert it. They are going to convert it for sure. Yes, they have converted into a normal d4 opening. Yes, I guess the many moves. It feels good when you guess the moves. g3, rook c8, bishop to g2, h5 has been played, h3, h4, and g4. Wow, that's quite cool. The d5 square has been gone from the white side, but the d4 square is there for the black. Is he going to play knight d5? Definitely not a good idea here, because once you capture, you cannot capture c into d5, because the queen on c2 is there, the rook on c8 is there. So we need to first move the knight. Okay, as the knight has gone, he played this move, because we can play this knight g5. Okay, knight d4, another good idea, because he's going for the knight c6. Yes, he has gone to the knight c6. The knight looks very good on c6 square. That's what I will play. And maybe at some point a4, a5, this kind of moves will happen on the board. He is just exchanging. I don't know why he is playing. Maybe he wanted this queen to come in the game. He brought his queen in the game, queen c3. That's what we were talking about. He brought the queen in the game. And now what? Are you going to exchange? I don't think so. He'll exchange in this position. Yes, he doesn't need to exchange in the position. He just need to play king g2, because if you capture, then knight f3 check was there, and even so he stops all the checks with king g2 move. Very clever. And the pawn on h3 is also supported. Knight into e4, rook into e4. Even if you are going to capture queen d3, then rook e8 first, rook e8, and then rook d3. Rook e8, and rook d3 is there. Okay, now bishop e3 followed by bishop will be capturing on. Okay, a4. That's what we were talking about. Now bishop e3 might be there on the board, so that the b6 pawn is hanging. Okay, he goes for the d6 pawn. Both the pawns are like. I would have gone for bishop here. I would have gone for bishop e3. He's going for this. Okay, knight d7. Okay, knight d7 was the move. That's why maybe he did not play it, because knight defends everything, and knight c5 is also coming on the board. Knight c5 is coming. b4. Knight into a4, bishop a6. Okay, at some point, if this h4, h5 happens, white is just winning. Wow. Wow, amazing chess, guys, because the rook e8, knight e7, rook into f8 was there. Castle a4, ab5, ab5, d4, ed4, cd4, castles. Okay, again it's there. Again it's there. Knight to e7, bishop e3. They're playing the same opening here. Yeah, it's never open until it's over. Sanket, I hope you get my all the contact details. I very specifically said like you can contact me by just visiting my website. Okay, thanks Biswa. Thank you very much. It's given in the description also. I can see it. It's given in the description. Rook a6. Okay, coming back to the game, guys. Coming back to the game. White is having 1, 2, 3. At any moment, bishop into f3 will be played. G into f3. So he plays knight e5. He wants to exchange the pieces. The pawn on d5 is a weakness in this position. But black has two bishops. When you have two bishops, then he gives up the pawn on d5. That's what we were thinking. The pawn on d5 is the main weakness here. And now what we do? The rook on c1 is there. We need to play, I think, rook f1. Maybe rook f1 might be played on the board. Okay, rook e1. He wants to keep his options open so that if anything wrong happens, then he can play rook to e8. Okay, cool. So Nakamura is the one who is leading in this match. MVL is having 12. Okay. Now what we should do? Maybe h3 is the move which I will love to play in this position so that this bishop will go away. Once the bishop will go away, I'll always have. Yes, he has played h3. That's what I was thinking, like he will play bishop to c5. The rook is being attacked. Now what should we do? Knight e4. Knight is going to knight g5. Knight f7 is a checkmate. So we need to be careful. Black needs to be careful. White is having slight chances. He stops this h6. Very good. Knight f7 might be one of the things. Okay, he's playing amazing chess. These guys are awesome, guys. These guys are awesome. That's awesome. He played h6. Now knight f7 is no longer a good idea. Knight into c8. Maybe knight into c8. We need to find out something. Knight into c8. Rook into c8 if you play. Then how will you proceed? Okay, he plays king h2. Nothing. Okay, this is bishop d4. He wants to exchange the bishops. If bishop gets exchanged, the king will be exposed here in this position. What is wrong with the position? We need to figure it out. The rook can come to e7 square. That's what I am saying. Rook e8. Okay, why did he capture? Maybe rook. Okay, he plays knight into c8. Queen into c8 is coming, my dear friend. And after queen into c8, this pawn is a monstrous pawn. Black is the one who is having great position now. Rook b7 will be played, but rook b7 has rook e8. Okay, rook b7 is not coming. Rook e8 was there. Queen check and queen b7. Amazing. Queen e8 check, and why? Rook b1. Again, black is the one who is having more initiative. The pawn on f2 is hanging. He saves this pawn. But now black will be the one who will keep pressing the position. He doesn't need to worry about anything. White is in trouble. What a turn around. Amazing. King to h2, king h6 has been played. King g2, king h7. Okay, they keep on playing. Maybe at some point he will make he is going to make some progress. I think he is going to make some progress. But how, that I don't understand. Oh, he got a pawn here. Queen c2. Okay, nice. Queen d3. Amazing guys. The way he has played turned out to be great. Black, f3. Queen g2 was the checkmate threat, and so he plays f3, and now it's all over. Rook f3. It's all over. There is no check for certificate. Queen h4 might be one of the check. He plays this amazing check. Okay, two pawns up. I think white should be winning. Black should be winning. 2 pawns up, guys. That should be enough. He'll just keep playing the king. 2 pawns up is the good position for us. King h5, then g5, and g4, and the king is just coming up. Amazing. And there is a technique which I would like to tell you, but right now I cannot really. Okay, fine. Castle b6, c4, bishop b7, knight c3. Again, they are repeating the same variation which we just looked at before some time, and they're playing so quickly, man. I sometimes wonder how they play this kind of opening so nicely. They play. I wonder. Queen to b1. Okay, d5, c into d5, knight d5. Are they going to just exchange everything? Yes, they are going for the exchanges. Everything is getting exchanged. I think they are just going to fizzle out to a draw, because Nakamura is the one who is leading by 2 points, and only 11 minutes are remaining in this section. 2 points lead means he needs to. Maxim Witcher Lagro needs to win all the games which are there in this game. Amazing. Queen into d6, rook into d6, rook c1. Okay, he has created a space for himself with this king, and the rook might be coming on the 7th rank, but everything is protected. That's what I'll say. Knight c5. Okay, he blocks the rook's file. Knight d2, knight c4, knight attacking the b6 pawn. That is one of the ideas in this position. What is going to happen? Okay, knight d3. He attacks this rook. Rook needs to go somewhere. Where will you play rook? Rook c7. Yes, rook on the 7th rank is always a good idea. He blocks this c4 square. Knight e4. Now again he is attacking. At any point if he gets the chance to attack this pawn on f7, then it will be a great position. Maybe g4, g5 will be one of the moves which I'll be very happily play. He plays g4. Wow. He plays g4 in this position. Is he going for the g5? If he gets the g5, then he has this knight f6 square also for him. But black is also creating his own chances here. g5 he has played. Now this is a concrete advantage, I will say, from the white side, because the knight will always have this square and there might be mating attacks. So he is going for this pawn. Rook a3, rook c3, rook c4, rook c3. Okay, he's going to capture this pawn. Amazing, amazing. Now this might be there. This rook c2 check is coming, but we can play this knight e3, and the pawn on f2 is protected because of the knight on e4. Okay. Wow, knight here a3. The knight is going back. Rook b3 will be played, and now what? f3. Okay, the king is stuck. That is the main problem. If the pawn can come in the game, then only white has the option of something. He is bringing the king out. He's being okay. Now the pawn on f7 is going to fall, or what? He captures this pawn. Rook into f7 will be played. Yes, rook into f7. Now what? We will be playing rook again. e4. Amazing. Check. King f2. Again check. Then king g3 will be a good square for him. And I will not be shy if the king walks there. Sorry guys. Okay, we have plenty of time, means from white side also they are playing so fast. Check here, and what we should do, knight f7. Oh wow, this endgame is purely bliss. The knight is going to come, the king is going to come. f4. Wow, the king is coming in the game. It's all over. The knight is not having any squares. It is just lost. Good game. Good game. Nakamura has extended the lead with 3-0 now. 15 against 12. That is amazing. Okay, they have opted for this variation. Okay, that's Tarash. Tarash is there. Knight into d4, bishop f3. Then what will happen? Knight into d4, queen d4. And what are we going to do? d1. Okay. Still the opening. COVID-19 opening. Yes, Corona OP guys in the chat. Corona OP in the chat. Queen into b6. Maybe he, okay, did not capture. Maybe I would have captured it, but he doesn't want to capture the pieces. He wants to keep, obviously MVL would love to keep the pieces on the board, because he is the one who is trailing with the score. And 3-0 down, it doesn't seem like he is going to cover, because only 7 minutes are there to end the 30 minutes guys, and it's not going to happen, because he will not definitely lose 3 games in a row. It's next to impossible. Next to impossible. Oh wow, wow. Tricks. Bishop f6, and he is again losing. He's again losing because queen c3 followed by queen e1 check and queen into a1. Both the things are there. MVL is losing once again. Come on, capture this. King into e7 is there. Bishop a3, king g8. Still, yeah. There is no way he can recover. So we can say, like, Speed Chess Champions final laugh is done by Hikaru Nakamura. That was our today's stream's title. Also, who is going to have the last laugh? I will say that it is Hikaru Nakamura and also us. Naka is better at lightning games. 1 minute. Yeah, he is bullet. He's bullet king, I'll say. No matter. Yes, Naka is the victorious, guys. Naka is the one who is victorious here. Knight c5, knight c3, knight d5 will be played. Okay, fine. Knight d5. Okay, d6 pawn is a weakness. Is he going to pull up something? Is he going to create some interesting chess which we looked at yesterday? Because yesterday Carlsen was fighting like a lion. In the end, he was so close that if he wins the last game, then he would have forced the Armageddon. But that did not happen yesterday. He lost the last game. But today, let's see what happens. When it comes to the bullet games, Hikaru Nakamura is the one who is very, very calm. The way he plays that, I don't understand, because I try to play like that on my not like that, but I try to play a little bit good, but I fail to do that when I'm streaming. But I'm learning slowly and gradually. Naka OP should be there in the chat, guys. Yes, definitely Naka OP should be there. I hope today you enjoyed the games also. But okay, still 5 minutes are there. I will focus on the games. The last 2 games, maybe they'll play it here. Yes. Knight c3, knight to rook to b8, and what we should be doing, queen c2, bishop e5. Okay, knight e5. Okay, fine. Nishant is Barcelona fan in that jersey. Well, that jersey is very old jersey. That's what I will say. Even if he has bought that jersey will be two, I think 3 years old, because currently they don't have that jersey. Why is he thinking so much? Oh ho 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 ho! Why is he thinking so much? Because he cannot play knight f6 because okay, he just want to waste the time. He can play knight f6. He has played bishop into c6, queen into f5. The trick has worked. He should have played bishop into f6, I think, because after this the rook is attacking on here. The bishop is also attacking the queens. That was the trick which Nakamura played. Amazing, amazing. He's a trickster. He knows these small intricacies in the position. If bishop into f6 was played, then he was like a piece down. But amazing chess. Wow. Rook e5, rook e5. Okay, now the pieces are flowing very soon. Playing queen d8 and queen d. Okay, they are going to draw the game, I think. Just keep going. Check, 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 draw. Okay, now the hopes are over. Hopes are over, guys. 16 and a half. Bishop into f7. Oh my god. He played bishop into f7. Who plays like this? He is fighting with the fire, I think. This is something opening or Vienna game. They say, look, I don't know. Queen h4. Knight d4. Okay, is it going to help you or not? I don't know. Black is defending quite well, and the king on f7 looks very bad. Is it? Maybe at some point it might get checkmated. I never know. We can't even say, but Nakamura is the one who is fighting it out. His king is there, and if the last game he is going to lose, then he will feel very bad, but it will not happen. Somehow he will defend the position. Bishop d6. Yes, bishop d6, he is just supporting it. Now bishop into f4, g3 might be played. Okay, his advantage is going down and down. Rook into f4 is coming on the board very soon, maybe. And the king looks pretty bad. Nakamura has used a lot of time. Bishop into f7. This kind of tricks definitely work when your opponent is in time pressure. Okay, let's see. Today will be quite fun to see how Nakamura will play when he is under pressure. Oh ho ho ho. He has given up the queen only. He wants to reduce the number of attackers in this position. Check. King f7 is a safe place because bishop is controlling the e6 square. Now what? Queen into c7 is there. Queen into c7 is there. Bishop will be played here, but the queen e7 is coming. Rook e8. Very good. Queen c7. Bishop d7. Now rook c8. Rook c8. Okay, he played the. He stopped that stake with h3 move. Again, the attacking the g3 pawn is what is he going to do? Oh my goodness. Check here. Knight into g3 check. Again a check. And bishop c2 check is coming. The queen is gone. What a game by Nakamura. Wow. What a game. Again, they are playing very fast. 17 and a half and 12 and a half. Amazing score, I will say. Amazing score. Five games. He is leading with 5 games. Naka is on fire. Naka is on fire, guys. Today I did not even comb my hair. Okay. Now we can see the last game of this thing. Yeah, it was Lagrev was in very bad mood or something. Maybe they will just end this thing because only last 1 minute is left, guys. In 1 minute you cannot do anything. 5.5 square. Naka is just in bullet. Naka is like the monster. Naka crush. Yes. Naka. I don't want to say this, but Naka OP. I don't even want to comment about the last game because the previous game was such a brutal finish. I won't say anything because he tried his everything. He even played bishop into f7. What can you say? Like, even after playing bishop into f7, your opponent plays such a nice chess and defends the position even in when he is having just 1 minute. Hats off to him. Amazing player. The time is over. The time is up, guys. This is the last game which is there, which will be played. We are waiting for this game to over. Speed chess championship means Nakamura is the champion always. He is winning the speed chess championship in 2017 also. I think he won, or 18. I don't know about the stats, but definitely he is one of the. Naka is so sober at the same time. What a person. Yeah. He's just like our Biswa, who is there in the chat. I think Biswa is gone. Well, the game is getting over, guys. He's just going to play for a while. Maybe this knight will never come in the game. But what can we say? Yeah, he lost all the games after that. Somehow the knight is also coming in the game, guys. Knight d6 followed by knight d6 is coming. Rook d8. He wants to exchange everything. No checks, nothing, no problem. f3 pawn is defended. He doesn't want to play anything. Again, check. Okay, so Naka it is. Yes, Mangesh Kalicharan, it was the Naka. Thank you very much, Mangesh Kalicharan. Our Judwa of Magnus Carlsen is there in the chat, guys. Mangesh OP should be there in the chat. Okay, Queen f7. He is losing the final game also. Oh, come on. He should not lose at least the final game. What he will feel. Nakamura is so brutal, right? He is so brutal. He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to give any chances. Keeps on giving checks. Knight f7. Oh, finally he is okay. Knight h6 check is not coming. Oh god, knight h6 check is not coming. There will be a check draw. There will be a draw, I think. Yeah, queen f4. I was thinking of queen d4, but the knight e4 was coming. Okay, this check draw is there. Finally. No, the last game is going to be a draw, I think. I hope that he will not get checkmated somehow. Queen c2. Queen c2 is also not coming here, or what? Yes, he played queen c2. He is playing for it. But okay, queen e1 check and queen b4. Queen e1 check and queen b4. King a1. Play queen. Okay, queen b3. Again, king a3. Okay, these checks are not going to. Queen to c2 has been played. King to b4. Queen. What is he doing? He's just playing. Keep on playing. Why is he playing? He can take the draw and end the thing. Yes, chess wins. Mangesh Kalicharan. Chess wins today. The way Magnus Carlsen is fighting it out, what to say? Naka ne apni bullet maximum lagave. Naka OP. Yes, Naka OP. Finally, the game is over, guys. Wow, it was a great finish, I'll say. Amazing. Finally, he checkmated him. But it was not needed, I'll say. Like, he could have taken the draw earlier also. But amazing chess, fighting chess by Hikaru Nakamura. The way the game ended in the end also. Amazing chess. He kept on playing. And then when the moment arrived, this was the final check and mate. So it was fun, guys, to be there with you. We had fun today. At least I will say, like, I had fun in bullet games, and it was also fun to guess the moves of these top players. It's not so easy to guess the moves, but we managed to do it, and you guys were there. Although we had very few people today. 6 in 6. Yes, Yuvraj Singh was on fire today, and today is Yuvraj Singh's birthday also, guys. If you know, if you might be knowing, Yuvraj Singh's birthday was also there. Yuvraj Singh's birthday was there today. Let's make 150 likes. Naka OP, Atul OP. Hey, thank you, Butterscotch. And Dharam Karam, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. And it was on 12th. Oh, but today means 12th only, no? Today I am not yet sleepy. Today is 13 now. Okay, okay, okay. I am not yet sleepy. Means I have not slept yet. So still I will consider that it is still his birthday. Belated happy birthday for Yuvraj Singh. Naka was the one who made his opponent cry. Yeah, he is amazing, man. That's what I love about his games. And one thing is there, after this win, he will come on stream and he will stream, and I'm going to watch his stream also. I'm going to watch his stream because he is going to celebrate with the fans, and that's what he always do. And I wonder how can he do this thing? Like, he always wins, he comes on the stream, even if he's playing big tournaments, he always streams. That's the big thing. He cares about his fans, and that's why people love him. So guys, we will meet very soon tomorrow, and I'll be conducting a tournament tomorrow, and I'll publish about it. If you can play it, definitely play it. The tournament will be in the evening time, so I hope it will be fun and you will have lots of fun with us. Okay. See you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll end the stream now. Good night.